How are you all doing out there? We are going to be doing the Crucible today. I believe I have plenty of revives. We'll see how it goes. I did download Simulus Planner. It's from what I can tell is the best, or it made sense for me, planner out there. So if you're coming up in the game and trying to get this content done, I would highly recommend checking that out. And then I use that in combination with Cerebro that continues to get better and better and better. There is the command exclamation point Cerebro in I think both chats. It should be in both chats if you're interested in that. It's what I've been using to plan out my Carinas runs and those sorts of things. Of course, along with the insights of MCoC Noob as well. So make sure you check those things out. What is up, Frosty? What's up, dude? Charles, how are you, man? Crucible, huh? I see you, Vega. I see you, Frosty. What's going on, man? What's up, Dylan? Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I think we're gonna have a good time with it. Well, we will see. We will see. I don't want to accidentally waste items today or anything like that, because it won't be till we get to the Crucible Act 8 and finish that I think we'll get like the big stuff. I think there's actually a rank 4 gem in there. We can take a quick look at it. And I don't think too many of the fights will be that difficult. To be honest, I don't even recall really doing this on the deleted massive pay to win account. Which kind of is a little insight into, I think, how difficult it was. I just recall it taking a very, very long time. But this is split into two. We will be doing the legendary one, so I guess we'll get this today, which will be nice. And it's funny how at the time, that was such a big reward. So we'll get that. And then we'll get a 2-3 and a Titan when we do the full Explorer. So we'll be working on this for the next little bit here. And where are we on... I didn't even check because we've just been building them. We haven't been obviously using them for any reason for a bit here. But our revive stash.
Huge thanks, dude.
Dude, Jay Jansen, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get you up on the board for now. I really appreciate that, man. I appreciate you hanging out here. Jay Jansen, thank you very much, buddy. That's very kind of you. Appreciate you using the subscribe here. As you know, those things are extremely helpful to people streaming on the Twitch side. And then, of course, we've got these revives coming in. If for some reason, somehow, this starts to get like costly or something like that, we're either going to back out and try again if it feels like the fight's one that we can redo, or we'll move on to Battlegrounds, or we'll test Ghost Rider, which I really want to get done as well, too. So, yeah. 4 hours of drops is wild. Yeah, it's you guys know my thoughts on it. I did a video on those sorts of things. If you're like, really? I can show it to you. And like most things where we do it, like I'm trying to be a little cheeky, have a little bit of fun, make some jokes and things like that. But ultimately the same thing is real. You can get the regular drops here too, though. The good old fashioned drops here. We got the water out of the tap, but it's clean, it's fresh, right? Straight from the reservoir, man, right? We don't have the Avion bottle. We don't have the Avion drops here. We don't have the highfalutin drops, but we got the regular ones, and those aren't bad. I appreciate you guys hanging out, getting those things, man. I'm sure at some point I'll be actually. I learned this from you all. I actually have right now on my regular phone, right? I stream on my streaming phone, and on my regular phone that I used for life, work, all these things. I have actually MCoC Noob's channel up. When Noob is Noob for me is one of the best places to get them CCP drops. I feel good about it. I'm supporting someone who I really want to support, and then I get the CCP drops as well too. So, all right, let's go ahead and we'll read a little bit more chat, and then we'll get started, man. Finally catching the live stream. What's up? Is it gonna be Geezer or Guesser? That's really interesting. I like that name, man. What's up, man? What's up, Val Player? How you doing, man? Do you have a concert? Do I have one? No, I do not. So I'm utilizing Simula's planner. Simula 67 does typically the best planners in my experience. Does phenomenal ones. So make sure you check him out. Does really good boss guides and things like that too. I just, I shout out Noob and Encyclopedia because they're phenomenal. And they're also in the Illuminati and things like that. So I'm more familiar with their channels. Just came from new stream. He said Crucible Act 8 is going to be added to the stream soon. Hell yeah, man. Love it. Dude, I'm really enjoying the Cerebro. In fact, the guy that's running Cerebro is working so hard and so quickly on improving it and adding new elements. I have not been able to personally keep up. Like, I actually have the ability to add like timestamps and all these things in my runs. Now, I deleted my account. I deleted the pay to win accounts stuff on there because the free to play, actually, in my opinion, is actually superior anyway. And so I need to go back in and do all that. But it's like on my list of kind of like content creator things that need to get done. What's up, Bultar? How you doing, man? It is a lot of fights, Charles. What's up, Serge? Let's make fun of Scam. Yeah, let's have a good time, man. Let's have a good time, man. And this is like the thing, right? Is just so for everyone who knows or who was here yesterday, we were talking about Kabam and how they ran the banquet event and how it really was, in my opinion, the best one literally ever. And I've been around since banquet was called gifting. Okay. And I was referencing Yusafa's involvement in it. And I said his name because he's a public figure in this game. And he was highly involved. Like he said he was involved. He said he was doing the drop rates. And I want to be really clear with something. And I'm going to try to do a better job on this. I'm going to try to do a better job as we continue to move forward. Is I didn't say anything that I wouldn't say in front of Kabam or Yusafa. I like Yusafa. I don't think Yusafa did anything wrong. What I was trying to do is inform you all that this is how this company operates. And these are the things that they allow to have happen and invite in. And so like you spending your money on that, you should be informed that they had a content creator who they are friends with help create the drop rates and then also win the event. He then ended up getting the content creator code. And I think that's important for you, my viewers, to know all of those things, to kind of get a sense why I call this like a carnival, right? Can you imagine like any other sort of competition where people are spending $50, $60, $70,000 to try to win a blind auction, and then you find out that the person who won it created it? Can you imagine a world where that's not a big deal? But Kabam runs a monopoly on these things. And so I think it's important that my viewers know that. They know these things. We're choosing to play this game. The game can be incredibly fun, but that's how it went. And so I want to like clear up any misconceptions there. I don't think you saw anything underhanded. I know the man pretty well. I've enjoyed all my experiences with him. I've interacted with him. There's always been levels of respect that have been shown, vice versa, even when we disagree. I don't think he went in and said, let me do the drop rates. I want to win and get third place. And then you pay me a content creator code. Okay. That's not the inference that was supposed to be drawn from all that. It was very fact-based. You guys know I say what I mean. And I said what I meant. So, all right, let's go ahead and get into this stuff. Open Texas Titan Nexus for Carolina or wait for the new Titan. In my opinion, here's the problem. Is it's RNG, dude. And so chances are it's not going to be what you want. But I do think it's behooves you over 10 years of playing this game. Open the Crystal gives you the best chance to get the champions you want. I do think Carolina and Nico are moving out. Let's go ahead and confirm that. And I do think they are the quote unquote best champions. Pavita Pravarkar, you can probably throw in there too. I see the power of Madeline. I see the power of Ghost Rider. I don't think Bong's getting added. That is not a confirmed thing. So please don't assume that Bong will get added. He might not. I've heard, and I've been part of the conversations on whether he will or not. And both sides are able to make arguments to me that make a lot of sense. So available until June 9th. Baron Zemo, Cassandra Nova, High Evolution, Carolina D, Nico Minoru, and the Maker. That's a really good set, man. And they are moving out. And once they go into that basic crystal, your chances of getting them plummet. So I hope it goes well for you. If you choose to open, I would open. I am not, because I already have. The only champion in here that I'd be like really hoping to get would be Heimdall Awakening. I already have Heimdall. Aside from that, I have Baron Zemo, I have Awakened, I have Cassandra Nova, I have High Sig, I have High Evolutionary, Awakened, I have Carolina Dean, High Sig, I have Nico Minoru, Stick 200. Because I put my 6 stones into her. And so that's why I'm holding. And the batch coming in is good, so. The Shady Being thing is, yeah, and it again, yeah, exactly. You're not saying what Yusafa did. I understand, Charles, and we clarified, and it's good. It's good to have these conversations, right? Yeah. I think Yusafa was fine. He and I did chat a little bit afterwards. It's private, so I'm not going to share all that. I don't think he came away feeling. I think everything is fine, and I don't think that he came away thinking you were trying to accuse him or anything like that. So I wouldn't sweat it. And trust me, as someone who has been associated with Kabam for a period of years, you got to develop a thick skin because you get accused of a lot of things. Vega, check last, please. Frosty, what's up, dude? Aksha, wait, not gonna lie. Is that what you meant? I'm sorry, but I don't know what that means. If you're willing to maybe type it again, if that's what you meant, or help me understand. I'm not sure I understand. People are saying it might be Cable, Maddie, Wave, Pixie, Ruby, and Ghost Rider. I mean, that's a great group. I'd be excited for Cable. Remember, that's the one that like, I think the people who won Banquet got to vote on it, is my memory, like the top 20 or something like that. So I hope it's a really good buff. I like Cable as a character, but he was so reliant on that synergy with Apocalypse. And even then, he started to fall off. Hilgendorf, what's up, dude? Wave is a good Nico town. Yeah, Wave looks very strong. She's gonna place relatively highly on both the Battlegrounds tier list that'll be out tomorrow and the general tier list that'll come out in a week. I think people might be a little disappointed where we have her in the general tier list, but remember, we start off very conservatively. But we'll see. We don't know. What about Captain Britain? I would love it if it's Captain Britain. I feel, they've put her in a few like free crystals before. It was a chance to get and whatever. So yeah, there's a chance, man. There's a chance. Yes, I shall type again. Thanks, Frosty. I said, Vega, I have a 3-4 and the stuffed R5. Should I make the R5 or wait for Ghost Rider Madeline? And if I get both, who do I... Frosty, I'm literally having the exact same... I'm like quite literally in the exact same scenario. I will have enough to rank 5 soon. It'll get me Elder. I have pulled a 3-4 Mystic Gem. And I've got Doctor Strange Awakened. I have Peter Pavarker with an Awakening Gem. I have 2 Mystics, actually. And I'm holding my Titans for Ghost Rider and Madeline. And I'll tell you exactly what I'm going to do. Is, as of right now, if I play Strange or Pravita, I'm just like, dude, just do it. I will start trying to rank them to rank 3, so that way I can take them to rank 4, and then when I get to rank 5, I'll do it. But I'm going to just try to play all of them. I'm seeing the power out of Madeline. In fact, I rewatched Grass's Madeline and Ghost Rider videos today. And he sounded way more excited about Madeline. And I can see it. And you can see Madeline is more like eye-popping when she pops off. But I also watched Simula's video. And I kind of want to have hands-on experience with Madeline before I full buy-in. Let's put it that way. And very similar to Ghost Rider. Like, these champions are so new that I thought Ghost Rider was like good. And then I watched Allison's video on Ghost Rider. And I'm like, this champion's broken. What the hell is going on? Like, I literally asked her, I DM'd her and I was like, does Kabam know that these things are, or is this something that's going to get nerfed in a few months? And she says that they're aware of what he's doing. And that, to the best of her knowledge, they're aware and they're going with it. So, yeah, I want to play them, essentially. What's up, dude? I'm on the fence about opening my Titan even after the changeover. I'm wondering when 6 new entries are enough to use my shards. I mean, there's also that. The Titan's just a funky, I think, system that sounded good maybe originally, and then the way they developed the game, it's really bad. Got the home M2 on my phone, but after watching the GOAT Vega on... Thanks, dude. That's very kind of you, man. What's up, Transuto? What's up, dude? Thank you so much for the kind words, man. Took Bastion to R5, tell you the truth. It's underwhelming. What? No. Really? I'm sorry about that, Air Power. I'm very sorry to hear that. You have him awakened in a high sig? Should have picked Jean Grey Onslaught. Yeah, I ain't gonna do I told you so, because I didn't tell you so, and also I hate when people do that. We did talk about this briefly yesterday on stream, where it's like, it's fun to pick the kind of like less broken champions until you need them. And then you're like, oh, that's why they're the broken champions. So I hope you come around on Bastion, man. I hope he serves really well. I'm a big fan of his, but I get it, man. I get it. And I'm sorry that happened. Host fan resubscribed for 3 months at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 3 months. 3 months sub-anniversary. What's up, host fan? Thank you so much for hanging out here, man. I know you don't need to. And that's very kind of you, man. All right, guys, we have like 8 million fights because that's what they did with Crucible. So let's go ahead and try to get started on it. We'll be going for a while today. We're going to have some fun. I already got the workout in this morning, already had breakfast, got a little work done. And on days like that, it's easier to go a little longer. What's up, Zachary? Hilgendorf, what's up, man? It's so funny that we're in the exact same situation. It is. I mean, it kind of lines up and it kind of makes a little bit of sense, you know? Cause I think mainly because we both got a 3-4. But yeah, it is funny. And just to kind of put a bow on that, I want to be clear. I'm not saying, oh, Madeline is overhyped. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this, and you know, someone who does a tier list and like analyzes every single month and it's like, hey, how do we get information out that we're trying to get out? And we're adding a whole other tier this month for the first time. Well, no, this is the second time ever we've added a tier, but we're doing it for the first time in years. And it's to show visibly the difference between Kushala. I'll just tell you who the broken ones are. And it's not like you guys are going to be shocked. You're going to be like, yeah, okay. It's Kushala, Nico Minoru, and I do believe Pavita's going to get put there. The difference between them and then like Doctor Strange, Madeline Pryor, these other champions. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. Okay. There's actually a lot. Mystic is in a really almost too strong place in the game right now. It's really weird. And I just want you to see that is what I think Kabam's done a really good job of. Look, Pavita's some sort of weird outlier. I don't know what I don't know. But after Pavita, they did a really good job of making very strong Mystic champions that aren't broken. And they've done a really nice job of it. And so as a result, like Ghost Rider's really strong. Can you take everything? No. Madeline, really strong. Gonna pop off into space. Can you take everything? No. So they don't have the broken nature of those other champions. So I just wanted to be clear on that. I don't think what we're seeing with Madeline is like overhyped or wrong or anything like that. Just want to get that out because I realized how that could have come across. Shabe, you created a top 5 top. All right, man. Top 5 champion hot takes. Toad sucks. No, just kidding. Toad is way overhyped. Toad is fine. Toad is a fine champion. I don't know anymore because I don't pay attention to these sources anymore. But there was a very long period of time where for some reason, certain MCoC sources so badly wanted Toad to be considered a very good champion. And I was just like, why are we lying to people? So that's got to be one that came up on the Discord this morning. Champion hot takes, man. I don't know if I have a lot. Plus, you guys know all my takes. I show them to you every single month in a spreadsheet and a variety of them. Let's see what else, man. Again, it's not a hot take because you guys have heard this from me so many times. Kabam wouldn't have needed to do Ascension if they hadn't grossly power crept their game over the last 3 years. What else is there? What else could there be? I don't know. I need you guys to give me some fodder. I need you guys to give me some kindling for the fire on this one. If you want hot takes. Purgatory does have some of the best utility in the game, though. That's what I'm saying. It's like, let's see what else, man. M'Baku's actually very. He didn't say lies. He said hot takes. I don't know what else to say. Man, this is hard. Apparently, I'm not very good at this one, man. I think you stumped me, which should not be the goal, by the way, of using those channel points. I'm not gonna lie. Has anyone been talking about us getting Gene? Wait, what? In the 7-star calendar? I mean, minus Mexico. That's pretty wild. Looking forward to Act 9 Crucible. Dude, guess. I don't. It's too many fights. I don't know how else to. I mean, I guess Kabam, you can still use these champions elsewhere, right? I have so many of these expiring because of opening those crystals to try to get the intermediate boosts. So we might as well use them. That was another part of my impetus. Is that the word? To get this done now. I have a hot take. All right, Jean Grey is mid fight for me. What Frosty? Are you only fighting Zemos with her? I don't understand, man. I think we had another channel. My MCO account is Whoop. Appreciate. All right, dude. Oh yeah. All right, let's do it. All right, buddy. Let's check this out. again, the blade profile. I already put mine back on Fury because as cool as that the blade one is, I was like, no, it's supposed to be Fury. So I think I did it yesterday evening at some point. Jean Grey 5 of 6. Yeah, you know what I think of Jean. She is ridiculously good. She is ridiculously good. And you got her with the Magneto relic, very nice. You got the Nika. All right, so my man went meta here. My man went meta, and I think there's a reason why they're meta, man. You know, these if we were going over the most broken champions in the game, or if I could just remove champs from the game to make it more balanced, I think you've got all three of them up. Just throw in Serpent, man, and you got the bundle. And then you did take up the Maestro to rank 4. Very, very cool, man. How amazing is she at rank 5? That's crazy. Very, very nice profile you got there, man. Let's see here. Dude, 35 Alliance War MVPs. All right, man. So you're in it. That's awesome. Very, very cool profile. Well, that's awesome, man. Thanks for using points on it. What's up, Darth Vader? What's up, Val Player? Yeah, it's weird, Val. Like the way it works, people always explain it's like the difference between PI and Prestige or something like that. I also think it's weird that it doesn't show your top relics. Like when we do these things, you know, like you can see my relics. I legit hate the way my profile looks right now. Like I can't stand it. It really bothers me. Because I'm like, oh, look, it's all the champions that effed over the game. There they are. Right there. For us all to behold. That's why we have Ascension. Except for Carolina. She didn't do anything wrong. But then you get to see her relics, man. Anyways, all right, let's play the game. Yondu, is that where we're supposed to go? Yeah. So champions with buffs will excel here, avoid dots. Okay. I do need to remind myself of the nodes here. Oh yeah, this is the super masochism. And rich get richer. All right. Which means we're not going to be able to refresh our buffs, but whatever. I have Spider-Man A5 should cook to a ring frame chance on doing 69 seconds. Nice, Ultar. I mean, that's what she's supposed to do. Speaking of supposed to beat Enchantress and having wave on the screen, I am intrigued by her. I think after watching some of the videos yesterday, I realized that I underestimated her, I think. So I'm pretty excited about her presence in the game. She seems like, again, kind of similar to like what we just said about... oops. That could be a problem. Yeah, we want to use Kimura's SPQ. I think you heal up for free in this content. So I'm gonna stick with this. Like I don't think we need to back out. All right, let's get those Furies refreshed. There we go. Make this. All right, Gamora's starting to hit hard enough where like we don't even need to go for intercepts unless it just happens. Yeah, it's not worth it. Just push them up. Oh, that's one of those ones where I was like, I didn't plan that intercept. It just was like naturally happened. Play safe. And I think this will do it. No, we lost some Furies along the way. Alright, let's go back in. Might as well. Use a striker and refresh. Alright, cool. So fight one down. Next one is I need to make this sheet a little bigger here. So that my plan shows. I did buy a new monitor so I can have a second monitor finally. And I think that's supposed to arrive on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to this weekend setting that up. Bought another monitor and another stand. And next week, if everything goes right, has anyone played Marvel Cosmic Invasion? It looks really fun. It looks like, again, like my childhood. So I think I'm prone to like wanting to like it. But it looks like a lot of fun, and it looks like a game you could probably play and like talk as well too. W monitor, we take things seriously now. Yeah, so I'll have two. My despite this monitor being I think pretty big, it's completely full, and it's so sometimes like if I have something like this that I want to read, I just don't have the space to do it. Like because of the way the planner is built, it's a little wide. All right, now we're bringing in Bishop. Played Condom as a kid and we loved it. Yeah, that's right, Hilgendorf. I think I remember you telling me that. I think it'll be fun, and I saw that they're like adding new characters. I didn't realize it was a game that they were going to add on to. So I think that's pretty sweet too. So I think it'll be fun. I think it seems like a fun game to like stream and play along with people. What type of monitor? Vertical, horizontal? It's going to be vertical. But do I need to buy a vertical monitor? This could be a problem. Hopefully returns are easy. I thought you could just buy like any monitor and then make it how you wanted. The champs that are coming are in very specific champ counter pretty much. Yeah, well, like Wave seems very clear countering some of the Mystic defenders that are out there right now. She does have that whole Wave in dash seems really strong. I like that. Like, this is kind of what I was saying too about the difference between like what I think, anyways. We'll see how it plays out, but like the difference between like Madeline and she's popping off in places. She looks cool, but like I don't think she's as broken or whatever as like Paviter, right? And so I think we'll see how it plays out. We'll see what we actually get. Wave seems like she's doing a nice job of helping make some defenders easier without being like broken or making it like a mockery or a joke or something like that. We'll see how it ends up. Vertical monitors are meant, but like, does the monitor itself need to be called a vertical monitor, or it's just like you just turn it like on the stand? Have you played Skate? It's on Xbox and PS. I'm addicted. It's just so much fun. You tell me something. I already got a game like that, man. I'm enjoying this game much more than MCoC. That's nice, dude. Same copy did the Turtles game too, and add a lot of characters. Right on, Hilgendorf. But do they add like content and things as well? All right, let's check out this node. Oh, dude, I hate this. Anytime the defender stun, they immediately remove the stun and gain evade charge. If the attacker avoids a big attack with the description, removed all the defenders passive stun for. Okay. When there's stun, okay. So parryable charges, then dex for stun. Okay. I can't stand this bullet time, this whole bullet time. Parryable charges, then dex for stun. That went pretty well. It's also funny doing all this because like Bishop, there's a handful of champions. I literally put ISO in this morning and attached a striker to them that I had no plans on doing that until literally this morning. And so like Bishop's the first one So it's cool. It's cool. It's like giving me a reason to throw the ISO in. We've been opening up so many crystals lately that have got a ton of ISO. So it's worked out really, really well. Sandman. All right. So this is our first champ that I don't really know how to use that well. There's going to be a handful of them in this too. This level of focus from Vega is unprecedented. I did feel focus actually, Stink. I did. I that's funny that you noticed that, because I was very like, I didn't even say I gotta dial it in. I didn't even say it. I just did it, which is how you actually know it's happened. The PC or Mac has a vertical. Okay, so I don't need to buy a specific monitor like that. Vega, has your ally had problems getting milestones in the weekly super event? No. At least I don't think so. Let's take a look. And that's right. That was a thing not long ago, right? I think I recall that coming up, and that could possibly explain why I haven't noticed it. What's it called? The weekly super event. Oh yeah, looks like we might not get all the way there, huh? I love how they added earn points by engaging in alliance-based modes, as well as battlegrounds and incursions. Someone needs to tell them that they removed incursions. They're all, and alliance bases. If you guys would just alliance base harder, you would get there too. Yeah, what's this all about, man? Oh, and it's off-season war, so no one's doing it. Which is, I'm sure, if you complain to Kabam, they'll be like, you know that you could just do off-season war in battlegrounds. You're like, yeah, see, here's the problem with that. Yeah, I hadn't noticed that, man. That's interesting. It doesn't look like we will hit it. What are we missing out on? Some, looks like some Essentia. A 6-stone. I mean, these aren't like make or break or anything, but they are obviously nice to have. That's interesting, man. Maybe like this new mode, like Kabam does this sometimes, where like they will balance a currency or like how much we get out of it, and it's almost as if they like forget that the modes or things that they included in the calculation aren't in the game yet, and they're coming. Like I have a feeling that's what happened with I have a feeling that's one of the things that happened with the Essentia, is they hadn't implemented the various places they had planned to implement, and then they just put it in, and we're like, where's the other half? You know? And so I think those things kind of compounded. Prefer chilling wars off. Yeah, hey, what's up, Indarkin? Yeah, same here, man. I don't want to touch war, at least for a week. I'll go back in at some point in the off season, but this week I'm just like, no. War is about as active in my mind this week as incursions is, and alliance bases. All right, let's focus in here. See, I said let's focus in, which means I'm not actually focused in. Footloose. After activating special tactics, when it gets... Ooh, okay. All right, juke. Finish going with flash of light. Pray in the week. Okay. And which one is his? Is that his SP2 or his SP1? SP2. All right, so I think we played just pretty standard Sandman here. All right, let's give it a go. It might be good to just join where you get... Oh, really? Is that true? You get 150,000 loyalty, and you can still trade loyalty in for... Oops, made a mistake. You can still trade loyalty in for the Essentia, I believe. Okay, I can't totally read chat and forget about the fight. think it's go time. How weak are those decelerates? They're pretty weak, huh? I guess when you get 30 of them, it makes sense. Alright, let's let her go. Oops, I went a little too far. Alright. Alright, Claire. Grow your goodness. What did I do wrong? Do I need... Is it 20... Oh, it's 20 resistance ups, not 8 heavies. Alright, I think we got her now, though. You can see why people enjoy him so much. It is a very fun playstyle. I was in the CCP at the time, I recall, and I think the designer really hit their intentions with like what they were trying to hopefully him to feel like. Very, very cool. Very cool. Would he be proud? I don't know. I hope so. Probably not though, because I forgot that it was the resistance ups, not the heavy charges that help him go unstoppable. What's up? Seriously, Hard, how you doing, man? For completing war, that is. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to talk to the guy that runs my alliance, see what he thinks. But actually, if the officers want... I don't think we should make off-season war mandatory. I really don't. Everyone works hard enough on it. And I don't want people burning out. You know what I mean? I know it's nice rewards. But if you guys like want to consider it, we can talk about it or something. We're all in the same alliance, for those who aren't following that. Did you see my Ring 5 JJJ up? I did not, dude. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. I really enjoyed J. Jonah. I thought it was another one where I thought the designer tried... Remember, he was on stream talking about it. And I thought he did a really nice job of like kind of capturing the essence of what he was going for. We'll check this out just in case it's unit based, but let's see. Okay, I don't even know why I did that. That was dumb. All right, let's move on. Is this Crucible? Are the rewards good? Yes, and for my account, yes. Yeah, we'll be doing the full Crucible. It's just a matter of like if we can continue to do it for relatively few items, it's a good way to progress the account without harming the long term, right? Because I do want to end up finishing off the Epic of Pain, or I don't even remember. There's so many EOPs now. The Eternity of Pain, whatever it is, with Ares, right? With those like class-based lanes, I want to do that. We do need to get into start doing those Kreenus challenges in Necropolis. So there's still a lot of long-range content to do. But as you guys know, I don't want to... I'd rather not spend units on those things if I don't need to. So we'll be waiting for revives to refresh and stuff. Yeah, he's pretty close. Prime layer we're ink up. Yeah, you know, it's funny. We've been talking about that in Illuminati as well. In fact, one of the guys recommended we move him up. And it was due to his war usage, which makes sense. He's a ramp up champion, and he kind of he ramps up in the fight, but it was the fight over fight that felt so much better. How does he place his staggers again? I know there's the one at the beginning of the fight. All right. It was definitely grass. I'm not saying it wasn't grass, but it was definitely grass. Uh-oh. That's not good. All right, let's see if this makes it better. You just fight normally to get staggers? Dude, it's funny as I think he was like 5 stars. I wailed and got Simsep when he first came in the game. I was so excited about him. Because doing this was just so outrageously fun. The game was more simple then. It was a more simple game. It was a simple time. Took an older ring 4, hoping to awaken and ascend soon. Nice, man. Literally today, I put out a video. I was hoping for people to make their own, make up their own minds on Null, but anyone who's got a ring 5 Ascension 2, congratulations, amazing champion, beast. I honestly think it's the SIG. Mine's a ring 3 Ascension level 1, and I think getting that SIG 200 is helping him just get into the fight so much. So that was kind of part of what I was trying to hope to show folks. I hope you are able to get him awakened and sigged up soon, dude, because I do think it's going to make a real nice difference, a noticeable difference. All right, I think I have actually Archangel scheduled for this. Yeah, so one of my few maxed out champs, 6 stars that is. Do y'all know if Mr. Nega is viable and then Gamma Arcane BGs? I have an A2. Yeah, I would think so, because one of the things that holds him back is the phase mastery. And I would imagine at that level, not too many people are running it. I used my rank 5 sims up against that Coliseum Vox. It was so satisfying. Yeah, that's a good call. I thought I was going to do threat level 3, and then I went to like actually do it. It was last night. Because again, it was going to be that video, like kind of saying, hey, I think there's actually some value in the Mysterium store. It's a little bit niche. And then I looked at the rewards for continue on with Threat 3, and I was like, I'm done with Threat 3. All right, what is this node? All right. Time to get to arena. I think that's going to be the rock on the hard place for me with this account. I just... If I'm doing arena, I'm going to want to, like... You know, I'll do a match here and there or whatever. That's fine. I mean, I'll do that. It's no big deal. But, like, truly doing arena, I think the only way I could do it is if I'm streaming. And, yeah, I mean, if you all are willing to hang out, I think we'll do it and it'll be a good time. But I'm also aware it's not the most fun viewing. I'll never like that lock of flight ever. You hear me? Alright, dude. Come on. Come on. All right. funny because this fight feels like it's taking forever, but it's really not. There we go. I'll be here for your streams, but yeah, it isn't super exciting. Maybe we can like all do it together or something, you know? We're like, well, we're all doing the arena. Pieces reached 5 stream streak. Thank you so much for being here, Pieces. Appreciate that. That was a long time ago too. I don't know why I didn't get the alert for it, but thank you very much. Thank you for the new follows that have come in. It's always very cool to see. I only do arena to get the 3 or 4. So we are intending to start working in testing the new champs, and it's going to have to be the 3 or the 4 stars. So that might be the way to do it. Is just kind of have like a goal in mind, in essence, right? Or a reward. I might have to like kind of gamify it on myself, which I don't love doing, but you know. All right, now we have Zemo. I do think this is the updated kit for the next champ, which I'm not excited about. It reads as the updated kit, but this might be like the I think it was the ordeal, right? Ooh, no, don't do that. That's not who we want to take in. There. So let's see. Honestly, it's not about it. Everyone watches has to also grind units from the arena. Yeah, I mean, I can't enforce it, but all right, guys, it's time to take our medicine. None of us like it. No one does. All right. Tantrum. Now that's a good note for Kavan. When the defender is struck by basic attack, they gain a tantrum charge. When the employee is met with a reasonable constructive criticism about the game, they gain a tantrum charge. Upon 5 reasonable complaints, they will go into a full tantrum. When the defender is knocked down, all tantrum charges are removed, and each deals a burst of physical damage equal to 10% of the defender's attack. When the defender has a concussion or a taunt, all tantrum charges are removed without causing damage. All right, yeah, so we need to throw our SP1s, if I recall. And then this, and then the bubble shield. Okay, I think I understand. What, Charles? You aren't doing your ban. Get out of here, Charles. No more typing on this stream for you. This is my stream. Wait, I thought we were fine now. I've clearly not understood. Oh, no, wait. It's because, yeah. Now I think we're fine. Yeah, breach. This is the new rhinos. Okay, we're in for a much more difficult fight than I thought we were. Although I think we're now fine. Time will tell. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're A-okay now. Because it decelerates. Yeah, they're turning it off. He's still going to get his breach, though, I believe. Are the SB1 bleeds guaranteed? They must be. Very nice. I'm not sure why we took damage. I'm not going to worry about it. It's probably the tantrum charges. I think this fight got substantially more difficult because Rhino's such a better defender than he was when they made this originally. Thank you very much for the new follows and things coming in. I think it's very cool to see. Or I appreciate it. Is that node only debuffs though, not passive? Fortunately, it wasn't. But yeah, that was a good idea. Good shout. What's up, Sammy? Back to Twitch drops. Mines I go. I got you, man. I got you. Thanks for at least stopping by to say hello. That was kind of you. I think this was the fight I spent the most resources. I chose poorly. Yeah, dude. Sims Planner is holding up really well considering there's like new champions and stuff. The man can make a planner. That's for damn sure. Guides are really great too, to be honest. All right. So now we're on to HeatMonkey. HeatMonkey. Right? Red Hulk, Rhino. Okay, yeah. I just don't want to make a mistake on that sort of stuff. Jumped over to Twitch for the drops. Always forgot about those. Yeah, it's Friday, man. It's Friday. So everything's gonna be Twitch droppy, and I appreciate y'all hanging out. I can see how many people are here. It's actually quite a big number considering it's CCP week. And if I'm purposely saying that because if you're looking at your CCP drops, just so you guys know, I do have the command set up, but you can't get them here, unfortunately. And I get it. If you guys want to head over and watch CCP, and then you can come back when you're ready. I just want to make sure you're getting what you think you're getting. Did you use Cerebro for Crucible? No, it's not up yet, but someone said that they are going to be adding it. I use Sims Planner, Sim67, and then I actually did use Cerebro. Dude, Cerebro keeps getting better and better because I've implemented my full roster, and then when I do a bunch of rank ups, I update it. And I used it to you can even search your own roster based on like immunities. It continues to get better and better. It's really awesome. Like it's whatever. I'm saying it a lot enough. I think it's clear what I mean it. All right, very easy. Just out damage to degen. You just skill champ. Okay. All right. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's use our little monkey, man. I did rank up 2 champions yesterday, just to level 2. In hopes of making my Battlegrounds deck a little bit better. We did win a match, so that was cool. And also the champs I wanted to rank up anyway. So actually it was 3 champions to rank 2. I used a 1-2 on HeatMonkey here. As I said, I'm going to kind of use the Ascension as a tiebreaker. It's working out really well so far. And Penny Parker, who's also Ascension level 1. And I can't remember who the other champion was. I guess I probably should be recording those for rank up videos. Still kind of getting used to the implications of all the changes I've made lately. And I think that is one of them. Because even a rank 2 is kind of a big deal for this account, like finding it out, you know? Very much. Thank you for the follow, man. That was very kind of you. Cody, what's up, dude? I just got 7. Nova from 1 of the Valiant Crystals and Roar. Dude, congratulations. Nova, once that SIG gets going, can do some pretty nice things, man. A little tricky to play, but can really get going. Vega, we can catch any CP for those drops. We only get very kind to you, trust you, though. Very, very kind. You guys, honestly, like, those comments and, like, people hanging out means a lot. Like, no joke, once I explained I'm not in the CCP, could be for another reason. Could be like there's a commercial. Something we lost close to 30 viewers, and that's fine. I want people to get what they're actually looking for. So it is a-okay. Oh shoot! I want to get a relic on him. Oh good, it can still do it through the screen. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Now let's go Thor. Why can't I bind it to him? Does anyone know why the bind is showing that I can't. I feel like it's showing me that the relic is free. Oh, I gotta select the relic maybe? There it is. Okay. Cool. I think Hulkling's gonna be fine. I realize it's not a maxed out Hulkling, but I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah. Select it. Yeah, thanks guys. I appreciate it. I don't usually do relics through that screen. In fact, it feels like it's actually relative recently that I even was aware you could do it through that screen. Shock immunity not resistant. Ooh, shock deals guaranteed crits. Crystal trigger spiked armor and thorns. What? Oh, okay. I get it. Tricky node. Thanks, Jada. I believe I said your name properly. I appreciate the compliments. Like I said, it really does go a long way. So thank you very much. The one thing I've decided though is like I'm not gonna let the Twitch drop influence or the CCP drop influence like change my my stream schedule. Like I stream at around the same time every day, you know? Like I think that's more important. Right. Throw it, Betty Butts. There you go. So it's actually kind of funny because Hulkling doesn't crit that much anyway. Alright, come on now. Throw it, yo. Come on. You got all these people watching you, Hulkbuster. He's got stage fright. He's like, I know, that's why I can't do it. Here we go. Intimidate working really well. He goes immediately into a special. Nova's harder to play as well. Yeah. There's been some stuff on Nova lately. It's been interesting to see. Oh no, it was Cantona's video. And he did, you know, Cantona, man. He did a great job of explaining like this is not easy to pull off. And when Cantona's saying it, I think we better listen. The guy's so good at the game. Alright, we're almost there, man. Probably just this SP2 cycle. Hold your block, dude. I didn't intimidate you, but we all know that'll just make you more aggressive. There we go. I don't understand. Does anyone know or notice, has been able to develop an understanding of why sometimes your strikers, when you throw them, they move forward. They move forward across the screen. And other times they do literally that, where it's like they're stuck in a root or something. There's got to be a reason. I just can't figure out what the reason is. You could do it, Waterboy. That's such a funny movie. I wonder if it's still funny. I haven't seen it in probably over a decade. Some of the CC drops are rated anyways, like 4 hours for one empowered crystal. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right, Dr. Doom. And I when they announced the actual system, I was like, oh, Barrow and KT1 were right. I hadn't jumped to the correct conclusions that they had jumped to. I had thought it was going to be a very different system. And I was like, oh, I see what they're actually doing. And it's worked out perfectly. Like even on non-CCP weeks, people just navigate to the CCP because they don't know if it's a CCP. Like the system's confusing enough that they just go there. It is what it is. We're building a real audience. I'm very happy about it. I don't want to sit here and complain about it. Y'all don't want to hear it, and I don't feel like doing it. What do you think are the worst? I'm starting to get Red Hulk. Honestly, it's Red Hulk. I think it's Red Hulk by like a country mile. I'm gonna actually use him today. I actually put ISO because I ran out of poison immune champions, and he'll be good. He's good enough to get it done, but I think it's truly Red Hulk. Maybe Misty Knight. Although people do some cool stuff with Misty Knight every once in a while. But yeah. Yeah, Charles. Yeah, yeah. I'm just gonna yes. Yes. And I realized some people were making innocent mistakes in the beginning. Other people knew exactly what they were doing and they repeatedly did it. I believe they have now stopped. Someone probably at Kabam was like, what are you doing? We do enough shady stuff as it is. We don't need to make it that obvious, you know? All right, man. Let's play the game. Armor breaking me, cold Sentry. Don't try to reverse his power with Wither Petrify. This was really fun too. I used Doom for the threat level 4. It was so fun to play Doom again. Like, it was fun to play Kate Bishop. It was fun to play Doom. I really hope Kabam keeps up with that, and I hope they continue to make the threat level 4 and lower interesting rewards to keep doing. I know, I'm sure that's a really tough like needle to thread there, but they really hit it out of the park. Wow, I could not be using more obscure analogies right now, or sayings or phrases. But I hope they keep doing it. I think they did a great job, man. What's going on? Why am I losing my power? Probably has something to do with the node. Oh, anytime I power steal, I'm getting the power drain. That's what's happening, isn't it? Alright. Fair enough. Was this the fight over and over? This feels really weird. No, I'm getting the power drain from something else. I didn't. What is it from? When the attacker activates a power gain buff, it is removed and replaced with power drain. When does Doom activate a power gain buff? Oh, I don't remember. Toad is celebrating because Vega put Toad's not a bad champion, man. He's just way overhyped. Toad better than Gene? Oh my goodness, that is crazy talk, man. I like your commitment to it there, Frosty, but I have to wonder. It feels like he's gonna get to a special 3 and bad things are gonna happen. Oh, wait. No, that's wrong too. I'm thinking I'll just get to my special 2 and throw it, and then since it's power shield, it'll do good damage. But I'm wondering if there's like a faster way to do this. I mean, obviously, if we wanted the fight to take a couple hours, we could just keep stealing and staggering. But I'd rather not do that. Here we go. Yeah. This is just so much faster. You just hope he doesn't get to a special 3. But this has felt manageable. Like, this hasn't felt like... This isn't like Hyperion or Serpent, you know? Yeah, this should end it. Phone's struggling with the animations, so that's not a good sign. We'll go ahead and reset the game real quick. Or just use special 2. Yeah, Charles, I think that was definitely the better call, man. That fight took like 2 minutes longer than it needed to. Just resetting the game real fast. Toad may be good, but sorry, he looks boring and gross when we come up. He's all right, man. He's a fine champion, man. He just was grossly overhyped. Gambit is underrated. Put the Gambit relic heavy to get prowess and SP2. Yeah. Yeah, he even has some ability accuracy reduction off that too, if I remember correctly. I was a pretty big Gambit fan when 7 stars first came into the game. I'll also take Red Hulk over Hawkeye, Sauron, Night Thrasher, Daredevil. Yeah, I forgot about those champions. I'm not sure what it is with Kabam and like the crappy skill champions. They just love putting them in the game. What are you gonna do? All right, we progress, right? We win and we advance. Let's go. What's up, Schmiggy? All right, so we use Doom. I don't really want to use Dragon Man for this fight. Let's look at the node, because I'd really rather not. He's just aged very, very poorly in this game. And the power creeping of it didn't help. When the defender struck force, chance to inflict armor break on an attacker, reducing the armor rating. All right, that's why we're using him. Okay. All right, man. Shoot. I don't really want to use my ISO on Dragon Man. What is isn't Sassy armor break immune? Yeah, so why don't we do that instead? Why? Let's make sure Sasquatch would work. I think he would. Purgatory? Yeah, I already used Doom, so I can't use him again. Yeah, Kath, that's just what they did with me. That's why Ascension's here, you know? Because if we send enough, pixies high enough, then all of a sudden it's a choice between them and Onslaught and stuff. Okay, when the first drop. Okay, so that when the defender brings 5 Lazarus charges and they're knocked out. Okay, can't strike uses mastery to avoid attack. Yeah, I think Sasquatch would be fine. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think I am. I'd much rather put resources into Sasquatch than Dragon Man. What was that sound? That was something. Follower goal. Dude, crazy we hit a follower goal today. 5,100. Massive thank you, y'all. Thank you very much. All right, let's do this. Again, I still need to be like, I've got a lot of ISO, but I don't want to go insane, you know? And I'd rather build champions. We got to build this account up like over time, you know? We got to keep our eyes on the long-term goal, not the short term. So this is good. I like this much, much better. And let's get a little relic on him, man. It is tempting to rank a, because I see that I have the ability to rank a champion to rank 2 as well. I do see it. I'm not blind. But I don't think today's that day, man. Let's just we'll put a stat cast on. That way if he ever makes it into high enough into the battleground stack, he'll already have it on. So that's good. All right, cool. What is the first drop? Actually, you know, I can check because I actually do. I truly do. See, say hello to Noob. Noob's awesome. I can check. What do I got here, man? So, it looks like the rebirth crystal. It looks like the, I think they call it observance, right? The little Twitch guy. And then it looks like 6 stones. Here, I'll log out and then we'll log back in so we can get them. Everyone can see what they are. I apologize. I need to take a second. My wife is asking me a question. And I would like to get back to her. She's putting some effort forth to take care of something for me. So this will just be a few seconds. I apologize. All right. All right. And then we got Mr. Noob up. All right, we're back. What's up, baller? How you doing, man? Twitch drops for people who are desperate. I mean, I hear you, man, but I gotta say, it's on my free to play account, dude. Like, they've been outrageously helpful. You know, like, not. I ain't gonna lie, man. You know, this is what I'm saying. Like, I ain't gonna hide the ball from you guys. You know what I mean? I want to help you successfully navigate this game. Twitch drops have been pretty huge for my account. They really have been. In fact, let's do this. Let's open these, right? 26 stones. And those rebirth crystals. Dude, these have a chance to give me those cores, which are massive. Like, because I don't have to spend units. They're like 500 units a piece. That's why I have the red 1, and I'm gonna have a red 2 soon because I'm waiting to get all the cores to rank up the next version of Deep Wounds. I mean, yeah. I ain't gonna be a hypocrite over here. I ain't gonna be telling you Twitch drops are bad. Don't do like, and then I'm like, ooh, by the way, Twitch drops, these are good. You know, that's not how we do things around here, man. I'm participating in this as well too. What's up, Bugaden? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here, buddy. Team Revive, yes. Thank you very much. How did you know I needed that? All right, dude. So we didn't get the thing we needed the most, but that's okay. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it for now. And wasn't there they used the logo, so I can't always tell what it is. Did we get a rank up? Did we get a rank up gem too? No, it doesn't look like we did. It was probably those 6 stones. That's probably what it was. All right, cool. Yeah, that's right. And then Charles, the observance, we used to get a free 7-star champion. We'll see how good he is. But free is free, you know what I mean? So like I said, I mean, I got Noob up on the phone. I like watching Noob anyway, though. Yeah, you wouldn't need to incentivize me to do that. But like I said, I ain't gonna participate in something and then tell you guys it's bad. That would just be it'd be pretty hypocritical. All right, let's get back to the action at hand, man. So far, so good on all this. Let's bring in our squats, right? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, bro, let me ask you something. Yeah, man, that's why I'm here. I love it. I love questions. Let's go. Unless it's like, may I have your social security number and 3 of your credit cards? In which case, you can ask, but I don't think you're gonna like the answer. Is it a 3-4 rig up jet from the Twitch drops? No, I think it was actually just 6 stones. Or was it a 1-2? I didn't see a 1-2. Did we get a 1-2? The Twitch drops early, dude, were fire. Like we had so many 6 stones that I actually had to let some expire. Yeah, I don't think it was a 1-2. Maybe it ends as a 1-2. Maybe like one of the final rewards. I'll click on the thing. No, what I'm seeing right now is Rebirth Crystal, the Observance, and then it's pretty clearly a 6 stone. And oh yeah, it looks at 2 hours. It might be a rank up gem. I think those are for all content creators, though. I don't know. Like again, the whole system's very confusing. Whether it's intentional or not, who knows? The effect is that people just watch CCP because they don't know. I've had Newt stream up the full duration, no idea how. So that's the other thing is the timing. Who knows? It's obviously, yeah. All right. Like I said, I'm actually really excited about Twitch. I think it's introduced me to an audience that I wouldn't have known before, and they wouldn't have known me. So that's been amazing. After the initial like excitement of it all died down, I'm glad I took my time to kind of think it through. I was like, it's basically a lot of like artificial viewership, and I don't want to be reliant upon the whims of Kabam and MCoC for viewership. So I'm sticking with it because I've met a lot of really cool people, a lot of cool viewers who seem to enjoy what we're doing over here, and we'll stick with it. Yeah, and it also like legit. And I've shown some people this quite a time. It literally takes viewers from YouTube videos and streams, and so like not coming over was kind of like I'm kind of like I'd be like kind of hurting myself in a way. So yeah. All right, let's go, man. What was this node? It's just basically Lazarus, right? Use the search master gain attack, increasing the attack range, etc. Are lost and finish attack password blah blah. Oh, okay. Is there any way to remove them? I thought we could remove them. No, you just have to deal with it. I thought Counter Strike was the one where you could remove them. Oh, that's not good. All right. I mean, they give you 5, I think, sizable revives at the end of this content. So possibly a way to break even or even get grow our revive stash. So let's see. Just gonna dex as little as possible. They prefer she doesn't go unblockable. Didn't mean to go to the SP3, but it's fine. I'll put us into Wrath. $25.6 and R2 gem. I'll take. Yeah, I'll take it, man. For something that I was already gonna do anyway. We good. I'll do it. Okay, that's not good. The 7-star rank 1s, if you have 7 stars, so far we have not run into a fight where I felt like my 7-star rank 1 was underpowered for the content. So if you have this come up, if you're like me on this account, where, you know, you just didn't make sense for you to do it yet, do not feel like you need to rank someone up. As so far, I have not felt that need at all. Getting them to rank 1, putting the ISO in, just felt worth it. But even on this one, there was a mistake made, and I'm blocking the specials because I don't want to trigger Dex, and it's felt fine. In fact, the only fight that felt like it dragged a little bit was, there was 2. There was the Doom versus Arcus, and that's because I didn't figure out the strategy in time. And then the one Archangel one, and that was the one 6-star I used. And on this one, I actually could be triggering Dex more. Get my Furies going a little. Come on. Come on. I think we finally have her like down. Nice. Maybe ask the question again. Let's try to get the answer. Oh yeah. Always ask her again, guys. It just means I wasn't focused on the chat. Cause yeah, actually, someone even said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "Yeah," and then, you did a good job integrating your Twitch chat and the YouTube chat, so at least you got that going. Thanks, Cathis. Wow. You know what? Speaking of the chat. I don't either. I was in that fight a lot longer than I realized, or there was like a pause in the chat, and there's a bunch of stuff I missed that I did not intend to at all. Demise. I feel like I'd be changed by watching. That's awesome, dude. You know what's funny, man, is ultimately the way YouTube works, like subscribers matter from what I can tell on like channels of our size, right? Obviously, like huge channels, who the hell knows, they're doing a different thing. But like on MCoC size, it's more how often are you watching when the video is suggested to you. I apologize, guys. I need to take like a 45-second break. So I'll just be right back. And then we'll get back to answer this question to get right back to the, what is this? The Crucible. I apologize. Right, I'll be right back. All right, we're back. My wife did need a few more things from me, and then I took it as an opportunity to refill the water cup. So, all right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. I missed a lot of chat, guys. We'll try to catch up a little bit and then get back to this. If I missed something, please don't feel badly repeating it. Oh, and then yeah, thanks for subscribing. You know, that's why sometimes in videos people are like, remember to subscribe or whatever. All those interactions seem to be helpful. There's all these things that YouTube looks at for if they're going to suggest out a video. And ultimately the goal is to get people to click on the video and then stay with the video. So that's why clickbait is actually ultimately really, I mean, it's bad because it's kind of immoral in my world, but also it ultimately is bad because the algorithm picks it up and then they'll stop suggesting that out. and then they won't be suggesting at your videos because people will know you do clickbait. And so that's one of the reasons why long term it's really not a very good idea. So ultimately, like, the subscribe is obviously very helpful because that's part of the actions that it seems like YouTube looked at as whether they're going to keep suggesting your video out. But from what I've learned, and it took me a long time to learn this because it's not the way I watch YouTube, is most people watch what's suggested to them. I go to my subscriber feed, but most people seems like that's not what they do. It's easy access to lots of stuff, but not sweating it. Yeah, the drops, it's like it takes them a while, but it feels like aside from like one time, they always get it sorted. So it's fun. I like to get it too, but is Ironheart really that great? Yes, Ironheart's awesome. Vega, thank you so much, Charles. Asked Lady Deathstrike, OG Iron Man, or Ironheart? I would probably go with Ironheart. I think she is the best out of that group for sure. Lady Deathstrike definitely has uses, but yeah. And then OG Iron Man, man, I hope Kabam makes new modes and defenders that he's really amazing for. And he's good, dude. He's got those immunities, really tanky. He just struggles because a lot of the newer mutants that came out don't want to be crit or they don't want to be knocked down. And they're definitely not asking for armor break. And that's like what he does. And so that's ultimately the problem with him, so to speak. So someone MCoC News chat say the rank up drops is 2/1/2 gems. Dude. Oh, for Elder. You gotta be Elder. All right. Nice screensaver. Thanks. Just joining war, you get for just joining war, you get 150k loyalty. All right. I'm sold. People can join war. That's fine. Wait, why am I placing? Oh, there's not a war on, so it doesn't matter. Burger and Zola and Arcade were on the list too. Sorry, bro. No worries, man. Thanks a lot, man. Buddha, I still would go with Ironheart. I just think she's the best out of the group, like for sure, for a variety of reasons. She's an excellent champion. Like I was hoping to pull a 3/4 tech gem, and that I was going to choose between Ironheart, Bastion, and Sentinel, and they were probably going to be my next R5. It just didn't work out that way. That's how good I think she is. She's a phenomenal champion and still very relevant. I took Madeline up to rank 5. Was hoping the first appearance effect appeared on profile pics, but I'm happy with it. Yeah, that's. What do you mean? Like, is like your top champion? Is that what you're saying? Because I think it should show up here. They have not done with the first appearance what I kind of hoped and thought they would do. I'm purposely waiting till June to go over. I did a video in early January, late December, kind of explaining the things I was like most excited about. Because I've been saying it for a long time. I feel like the game's a transition. I do think they have some cool stuff coming. And one of them was on that whole first edition. And I have to say, I think it's really been a massive flop. Maybe it's made them money, which was probably ultimately their goal. But I do think it's been a big flop that I wish they would done a lot more with. Like as far as like letting you pick who your profile pictures are or and have it actually look like that. You know what I mean? Especially if you got like the first edition. Like have it be showable right there like that. I think that'd be really cool, and people would enjoy that kind of collector aspect and a place to show it. Because we talked about that. I was like, if you don't have a place to show it, then it doesn't matter. Like it's going to lose. Not necessarily like showing off, just more like a place to display it that other people get to see it. All right, so we're on to Juggernaut, and this was another one. I even have a question mark on this, so let's take a look at this. Classic Timber. The defender takes 90% less damage if the attacker doesn't have a Fury buff. Oh, shoot. The defender takes 90% less damage if the attacker doesn't have a Fury buff. When struck, the defender has a 50% chance to inflict a poison debuff. When the defender is struck, the attacker... Oh, so they're going to give us the Fury buffs. Okay. When the defender is struck, the attacker gains... I want to make sure I'm reading this correctly because I don't want to get stuck here. When the defender is struck, the attacker gains a Fury buff. Once the attacker has 10 buffs, any additional ones will inflict them with a stacking passive degen. If their lands a heavy attack, their Fury buffs are removed. So basically, you just need a poison immune. All right, thanks, Lazy Titan. Yeah, whale milker. That's something that like has been a mystery for like honestly probably close to a decade. It seems to have to be the difference between like the PI of the champions and the prestige or something, and that's why like you see something different than other players see. It's kind of yeah. I mean, I don't think these are like massive deals. I just think they'd be a lot cooler. And when Kabam went into like cosmetics a little bit, I was hoping they would kind of dive into that portion of it a bit more. But you know, like it is what it is. Thanks for looking to see if I've answered questions. I think we did. All right, let's just play this. It's not like Juggernaut's a tough defender, so watch. This will be the one we finally die on, though. Can't remember if it's SP1, SP2, or SP2, SP1. So let's go. Either way, I don't think it matters. It should get those degens off, though. I think it was SP2, SP1. So I think we did this right. It is fun to use Maestro. And he's just a cool ass character, and then he was like the big bad for so long in this game. That like him being a playable champion, I think it's about as cool for me as it gets. Like playable champion that's in the game. The God Emperor Doom, I think, but that's because it's Doom. That has more to do with the character outside of the game than it has to do with the character in the game. Like being able to play Glycon would be pretty sweet, actually. I thought that was pretty cool. But this guy was like the big bad. Old Juggernaut Expert Defender. Yeah, it's the buffed one that became a weaker defender. Yep. Although if I make a mistake, we're gonna make him look like a good defender. got low enough on health that I was like, I gotta focus up. I didn't want to have a stupid mistake cost us. For whoever asks, I got my rank up gem from now. Looks like 2 7-star rank up gems for Elder and 1 for Paragon. Damn. I don't think I'll be hitting Elder in time to get that, but 2 would be nice. All right. So Maestro did work. And actually it should update this. Cool. Omega Sentinel is next. Versus a Weapon X. All right, nice. I got tech and skill. Nice, dude. Congrats. Doesn't seem to be generics. All right. What more do you need? I need, I think I actually need some tier 4 alpha, which was surprising to realize. And, some tier 7 basic. Once we get the compensation that they're sending in, I'll be fine. I'll be able to buy one, and then I think I'm still like 75% short of one, which is another reason why I'm doing this. This won't give us a tier 7 basic, but it will help grow the account, and then we can go in and get other stuff. So I'm away. I don't know. Like it's was it like it was like an alliance event? It was I don't know. It's in a Kabam post somewhere. There's so much compensation that like I truly lose track. That's our for Luby locked in. Nice, dude. Congrats. All right. Read the node. Just make sure there's nothing weird. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and use the heal block to start off. Where is it? There it is. I guess we should boost. I mean, that's better than them expiring. There's no reason not to use them. They're just the little fellas. All right, let's go. Can't wait for the new Titan. So many cool champs coming. Same here. I think they are actually cool too. Like the power level is also good, but they just like are cool, look cool, cool mechanics. I think Madeline obviously sets that up, and honestly, Ghost Rider looks pretty awesome. Like I'm genuinely excited for the whole batch. Like I'm not finding it hard to save. I don't. Nah, I guess we were. Whatever. Probably should have just stuck with SV2s and left up the heal block. And then just use the pause like this. I loved playing Weapon X. He has a funny, like, he just moves oddly. I think it's because he was a boss, not a playable champion to begin with. And so it was kind of funny to see him do that. Sometimes he, like, gets stuck. And I don't remember if that's, like, his medium or his light, but he gets, like, stuck and just, like, flips up in the air. It's quite humorous. It's not fun when it's you playing him and you want him to not do that. But I will admit, I got a good laugh out of seeing him do that just now. he's down. Who will be the dubs in the Titan? M'Baku is still going to be there. Yeah, that's for sure. I think Madeline, obviously, Ghost Rider. Wave looks really good. I think she's going to be in there. A lot of people really like Ruby Thursday. Her whole head thing kind of turns me off, but she does look powerful. I can't lie on that. And I think I'm forgetting the champion too. There's someone I'm forgetting. I can't. There's a new champ that I'm forgetting. We got Wave, we got Ghost Rider, we got Ruby, we got Madeline. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Duds. M'Baku. Did we mention M'Baku? Let's go. We got to get Falcon here. It's funny how this has turned into like a just kind of a hangout and chill stream. We got to focus a little bit on these fights, but you know, I don't think they were designed for 7 stars to be like super challenging. Bong. So I don't think Bong's gonna be in, man. I really don't. I'd be surprised if Bong's in there, because he's still in the track, you know. We'll find out, but I just would be surprised. Electro has 10, especially every 10 hits gets you faltered. Can turn off the dash back with defensibility. Actually, do not push an SB2. Okay. Combo party. Okay. And he's Electro's, I believe he's Electro's specials. So it's Luke's animations with Electro's specials, if I recall correctly. Oh no, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Leave me alone. Come on, dude. Come on, you're wasting time. You're gonna pass the bong? You will get invited to many parties. Oh no. This has the feel of our first death all written all over it, dude. I wonder why they didn't go back to this concept. I feel like the community really liked it, and it is fun. Like kind of combining champ kits a little bit and making like a mashup of sorts. Here we go. Come on, man. Let's finish this off. Thank you, Luke. Luke was kind. Were you in a frat? Would love to hear some stories about it if you were. Those might be stories that aren't best shared on the internet. Shafy. But yes, I was in a fraternity. Yeah, I was. We had a good time, man. My best friends, like my core group of buddies, is we were all in the same fraternity and in college together. So yeah, we had a good time, man. Nothing too crazy. We were good boys. We were good young men. Um, all right, Sunspot, Punishing Angel. She has Punishing Special, a Sunspot. I have Sunspot down next. Let's take a look at this real quick. So make sure there's nothing weird. Whenever the attacker avoids a hit with the dexterity, they gain a Percy Master execute will time block or move. Okay. I can see why I have Sunspot for this. All right, let's go. We're about to have 18 plus stream rooms. I just think that might not be something I want to be putting on the internet. That's all. That's you know what, dude? I don't think I have Jean Grey throughout this whole thing. Why would I not just use Jean Grey for this? Is there any reason not to use Jean Grey? She has Punisher special attacks, Dex to build. Yeah, why would we use? I was trying so hard to make sure I didn't use up my best champions that I think at some point I forgot about my best champions as options. Yeah, we're gonna use Jean. Cool. And I'm updating the sheet. What's up, Zach? How you doing, Ben? I like the matchup too. Yeah, it's just they seem like really fun. It's kind of cool to play them again. Kickball is great. Kickball is great. These are facts. These are facts of the world. I'm glad to see kickball's back. My understanding is that they removed it for a while, but my kids played kickball, so I'm happy to see that. All right, so when the attacker avoids a hit with the shading knife, they gain a mercy charge or passive. Execute Wilson Buck will remove all mercy passives from the attacker and apply them to the defender, where they will fall for one at a time. The defender reduces damage from all sources unless they have a mercy. Okay, so basically we just want these mercy passives on them. And the attacker, so we dex and then we just, okay. All right. And she has Punisher specials. Okay, so she's, all right. So we're not going to try to dex those. There's no reason. And by not try to dex them, I mean definitely still try to dex them. Because we're so thrown off by what has just happened. I'm really glad we brought Gina, not Sunspot. Sunspot would be done. I think this just does it. Yeah, all right, cool. Everyone's saying it would not look good for a Kabam if they put Bong. I think it is a bad look. I don't think it's like end of the world. Like if they did it, you're not going to see a video from me being like, Kabam does it again. You know, like it's not that. It's just like, I don't, like you're charging money and people are paying for something. I understand the whole like ascension side. This is what I mean. It's like, I've read all of these like on the Discord and whatever, and I'm like, yeah, everyone makes sense to me. We'll see what they do. I'm not that concerned about it one way or the other, to be honest. Like I said, you're not going to see like some video from me on it or something like that. All right. He has Nightcrawler specials and evade requires shock immunity or poison damage. If shock resistance, turn off willpower. There's a chance to inflict the attacker with shock each time the defender is stuck with the attacker blocks the attack. These effects will not trigger if the defender suffers from a poison. The defender also takes 100% reduced damage from shocks and gains a... Interesting. All right. Yeah. All right. Again, I think I'm overcomplicating this a little bit, but it's fine. Like, I'm realizing how many of my actual rank 4s and rank 3s we're not using today, but it's fine. Looking at the champs release, the last 4 or 5 will be the next Titan Blue Marvel. Either way, that includes Bong. They could throw Corbell. We don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm not like they'll put Bong in. They won't. Some portion of the community might be bothered. Regardless, I don't plan to join either side. Like, they'll put Bong in when he's, I don't know, whatever. It'd be fun if it's next month, but if it's not for 4 months, like, I don't think these are the things that are that upsetting in the game, one way or the other. It's fun to talk about, though. What's up, MCoC? How you doing, man? All right, so we just got to get our shocks up, and we could switch him. Sharit cuts off evade in when she throws her specials. Is that Felganos? Dude, what is going on right now? How are you, man? Alright, this fight's now over. Barring me just making a completely asinine mistake. Which could happen. Yeah, what's up, Felganos? How you doing, man? All right. I'll ultimately don't care if they add Bong there since we get a situation of platinum track. Yeah, like I think it's a fun topic because it's fun to talk about like what's exciting with the upcoming Titan and all that. Like that should be exciting and it's cool that it is. I also just am not like yeah. It's not the kind of it's not I don't think it approaches in like the upsetting category of things. Let's see. I have Emma Frost scheduled for this. What's the node? Oh, wait. That might be a very bad idea. If damage from a critical hit exceeds 5% of the defender's max health, or the attacker has 4 or 5 more guaranteed crits through the fight, the attacker starts an incinerate debuff. Oh no, Emma should be fine. She's incinerator immune. Yeah, because she'll jump back into diamond. We're gonna get Sanders. Yeah, I think this should be fine. This is kind of an interesting fight. I think we're still gonna try Emma. Oh, it's a pretty sizable insert. Oh, there's nothing I can do about it now. Thanks for trying to help, NC. We'll see. I mean, yeah. Whose moveset is this? It's Spider Woman's. Okay. And she'll still evade from time to time. I think we're fine. Uh-oh. What's the power drain from? Because of freaking Wanda. I didn't think of that. Right? It's from... No, that wouldn't make any sense. Why did my power drain? Well, why does she have... Why does she have Spider-Gwen's evade then, man? Let's have an argument about this. This feels like... The Titan? That's not something that's going to get me mad. This will get me mad. Let's fight. That stinks. She's Spider-Wish. She's both. All right, man. All right. Let's we got to settle in. How do we get back into our diamond form? There. Just stay safe. Just stay in this nice little diamond form, okay? With inverted controls? This is a hard fight. We might have to, I think the game's feeling... Yeah, the game feels like... It felt like it wanted to, I don't think Emma Frost is a good solution to this fight. This just in. Ugh, shoot. How many revives are on this path? I think there's 5. Yeah. Really don't like that. I'm not sure what I want to do here. Hey, Hicks, how's it going, bud? We got your kickball comment earlier, man. Hmm. What I'm trying to do is remind myself of when she goes back into her diamond form, because it's obviously very important. Well, why doesn't it just say it right there? When Emma's at least 1 power level ahead of the opponent. See, that's kind of what happened there. That's why I thought I was going to switch back into diamond form. Why did I not? Yeah, and I appeared to have brought in a bad option, unfortunately. But I thought I would have switched back into diamond form when we threw that special, because if Emma's at least 1 power level... because no. Why is this written so backwards? When Emma's at least 1 power level ahead of the opponent, she deactivates diamond form and switches spell. What? The opponent had more power than us. When the opponent is at least 1 power level ahead of Emma, she deactivates telepath forms and switches to diamond. Is anyone in the chat like an advanced Emma player and know what I did wrong there? Because I thought we were going to switch into diamond and then I wouldn't need to worry about the incinerate. All right. I'll try again, I guess. Not excited about utilizing this right now, though. Not gonna lie. I guess we have the item, so it's not that big a deal. All right. We'll boost. and not try to evade any specials. I don't feel like I just want to survive this fight. All right, let's go. Where's grass when we need? Where is grass when we need it? Because she doesn't have a bar power. That's why. I thought she had a bar power earlier. Here she doesn't because I've given her so little. And is there something about the node? This isn't what we were wanting today, guys. I do not suggest Emma Frost for this fight. I wish I had just brought in my stupid rank 1 unawakened anti-venom. Yeah, I got it. NC, thanks, man. I thought on the other one she had like over a bar, but she probably didn't. It was probably like this one. Yeah, anti-venom. Yeah. I didn't use anti-venom because he was unawakened rank 1. I was like, oh, I'll just use my rank 2 Emma. I think she's even Ascension level 1. Shoot. I think we go again, but I don't love this, man. I don't love this at all. All right. I think let's not use our... We need to make sure she's above a bar power, so let's just work on that. All right, time to go to combos. Okay, that's not what we needed right now. Actually, no, wait, this could work. Throw it. There we go. No, we were still inverted. No. Stay away. Get away from her. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Damn, that hits really hard. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but this is not what I wanted. Yeah, I think just having the right option makes this fight, like, honestly, not that big a deal. And I think Emma's just not a phenomenal option. I think if you're, like, really skilled with Emma, and she's a higher rank, obviously, I think you could solo this, like, without a problem. Like, even that one, we could have got it. It's a rough fight. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. Always takes a few rests for me to get into the rhythm of the night. It's the rhythm of the night. Love it, man. That's awesome. All right, let's move on. I do not suggest that at all in any way, shape, or form, in case anyone's wondering. And then now we've got Serpent for this next one. Could you share your planner? Yeah, honestly, go. It's Simulus Planner, Simulus 67. Click on this video, let it play out, and download it from him. That way, at least he gets the credit for it. It is his planner, and he definitely did not suggest Emma Frost for that fight. But it is Crucible Act 7. Crucible. Yeah, you got it, Shade. All right. What is this node again? Okay. And Iceman's animations. All right. The game, man, this glitchy game just reset on its own. Thanks for sharing it, Hilgendorf. All right, we're back at it. We're just gonna slow play this with good old Serpy here. Did you say you did this yesterday for revives? And why does she keep getting the power gain? When a cold snap or frostbite expires, is purified by. So is it the SP1 of Serpent? Here, let's throw the SP2 and see if we have the same results. No, she just got. Throw your effing special, dude. Yeah, much better. Okay, so it was the special one of Serpent that was causing the problems. All right. Yeah. Cool. You want a VC trailer? Yeah, that's what I'm saying out with. It'd be nice. Because these fights are requiring a little bit of concentration, so I'm having to go quiet more than I'd like. Let's get you on call, bud. Whoa, that's a weird bug. Yeah, yeah. Oh, dude, sometimes the game just resets on its own. It's wild. Nothing you can do about it. All right. Next fight is Ironheart. Passive heal walk will shut her down. Lots of... Okay, so we'll Ironheart this. Passive heal walk shut down. Lots of this. Recipe that should not be enabled. Spare also works. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Take your time, man. Thank you for even thinking about it. I do 100% Act 7 on easy for the rest. Oh, okay. I was like, man, you really that's a long time commitment for. I mean, they're 5 revives are nice. Don't get me wrong. High energy. Okay, the defender has 90% energy and any hit that deals energy damage rejects them for what the damage would have. While the defender is affected by incineration. Wait, what the hell? Oh, no worries, Charles. What happened to the Zemo video you're going to post? I don't. What did I say I was going to do? Tell me. Remind me, please. I mean, I will eventually get out of Zemo video. I'd have him at rank 4. I really like him. But remind me, because I had a fun fight against Photon, but I don't think I said I was going to do a video. Sometimes things get misunderstood, or maybe I misspoke. The reason why I'm pausing here is I'm either badly misunderstanding this fight, which is probable. I'm obviously misreading this. It might be time for me to go and eat. This should be super fight. Just keep a lot of serious. That's what the planner says. But I'm reading this. It says the defender has 99% energy resistance, and any hit that deals energy damage regenerates them for what the damage would have been. While the defender is inflicted with an incinerate shock or a cold snap debuff, the defender gets 100% bar of power. What am I missing? I'm missing something because I feel like I'm not going to do any damage, and she's just going to be gaining power the whole time. Oh yeah, no worries, Benny Vici. I will definitely get out a video at some point. I've really been happy with him. Fel, I've really liked him. He was only ranked 3 in the run, so I think we just kind of like used him once against Photon. It was fine. But I think Serpent ended up cleaning it up. Serpent or Onslaught, I don't remember which. So I actually want to use the incinerates. Then how is she gonna die? I'm obviously missing something, but so many of you are saying this. Okay. All right. Seems really strange, but I'm gonna trust you all. What a weird fight. Yeah, Onslaught was big for my run, dude. Like, just the kinds of fights he could take too made it all much more simple. Like, no one was as important as Serpent was, of course, but I do think Onslaught was like a really nice like right hand man for the run. What a weird fight, dude. I just don't have Servant. Ooh. Do you have Deathless Thanos? I didn't have him, and it was fine. But I know that he was one of the, like, the main champions for a lot of runs. Definitely not. You don't have him either. You have Juggernaut? Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?
Not too bad, thanks. Oh,
Pretty good. We got it's Friday evening, yeah?
it is
Nice.
9 p.m. in the UK, pretty much exactly.
You got big plans for the weekend?
I'm seeing my parents and my in-laws tomorrow, and then I'm going to have a weekend because it's bank holiday here in the UK, so we get the Monday off.
Oh, very good. Parents
Very
and
nice.
in-laws.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna pry. In my in my experience, that often means something.
No, not at all.
No.
It's like seeing each other on occasion.
Really? You are very fortunate, and I assume everyone lives relatively close to each other.
My parents are going on holiday to a place near where my in-laws live,
Alright.
so I thought take the opportunity.
Nice job of like interacting with the question, but not providing personal information. That's always tough to do on the internet.
It's a skill in itself, yeah, it really
Yeah,
is.
it really is.
Nice fight with Ironheart, by the way.
Thanks. Outrageously boring fight. I would have never thought of her for, dude. So
You need to be running Despair for that fight, at least 1 point, otherwise you are in for a bad time.
yeah, you're done. So I think Anti-Venom makes a lot of sense for the fight I just struggled on. Was there anyone else that was like actually good for it? It was a weird
That's
fight.
the Spider Witch fight, isn't it? Hang on, let me go pull up my ye olde plan for it. If I
You didn't do a planner, did you? I kind of searched for.
I don't know if I did a planner or just wrote a plan.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's the interesting one. We are now at Mole Man, and I actually don't have a planned out option for this fight. So it's fight or flight.
That's
Go
the
ahead.
bleed vulnerability one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, it's a mole man that occasionally goes unstoppable.
Yeah, you don't have to bleed him. It's not do you bleed, it's just bleed vulnerability, yeah?
Exactly. And foresight there, unless you're very comfortable, can be a trap. Because if you go for the intercept, particularly medium intercepts, if you tap his block, he's going to go unstoppable. Combos, guaranteed crit, bleeds, bad time.
And you're dead.
Pretty much guaranteed, yeah. So be careful on the foresight.
I mean, I guess I could just use Mr. Sinister. His purify thing is so bugged and everything that I'm always hesitant to like rely on it.
Yeah.
But I think he's like my best option, and I don't believe I have him scheduled for anything. You at some point in the stream I mentioned that like I was so concerned about using all my rank 4s and rank 2 rank 5s that I they're like not on the list, you know? Like
I've done exactly the same thing. You go, oh, I better save them, save them. Oh, I've finished it.
And then I'm done.
I've never used them. Yeah.
All right, so I'll just use Sinister, and he's a tanky boy.
Oh, I think this is the one I just YOLO'd without planning. That's inconvenient. Oh well, I've done all the bosses recently enough, so
I'm trying hard not to get too annoyed that I use I think 3 revives on that because it was like avoidable too, you know.
Yeah, Spider Witch is a surprising one.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you look at it and go, oh yeah, that doesn't seem too bad. You would evade, and then it's like, oh no, that is bad.
Yeah, he's going off script. This is going to be good. This is where I lose all my revives. No, we should be fine. We should be fine. He says. All right.
I mean, the statement is true. You should be fine.
What did I do wrong there? Oh, it's the purify. It takes him a minute, doesn't it?
I think he's got to have 4 debuffs shrugged off. Also, once Mormont goes into his rage mode, then no, he can't purify either, so...
Okay, this is all weird.
Mr. Sinister on foresight, we're putting in some work.
Dude, I love this champion, man. Like, when it's time for me, I'm going to get to pick my next rank 5, so I'm pretty excited about it.
Ooh.
The thing with him is, like, my thinking on him is, you know, you might not know this, but I do a tier list, and I have these really awesome guys that help me out with it. They're phenomenal. Yeah. They're really good at
I bet there's always one that just doesn't ever reply and is always late and something like that.
Everyone's known to have a month or two that, you know, that's like almost like they have families, jobs, lives, schools, you know. It's almost like they've got other things they need to do in their life, you know, not prioritize my tier list. It's weird, I know. You would think that wouldn't be the case, but
you'd think you can't rely on people these days.
No, definitely not. Or owls, apparently. But
okay, this is sounding targeted now.
Yeah, this is actually this is the only reason why I'm even streaming today, was to get you on stream. So I think everyone knows MCoC Encyclopedia is one of the incredibly kind people that helps me out with all of that, and so he knows that you were adding the new tier or a new tier, and there's a lot of reasons for it, but in the highest tier of mutants, it's just Onslaught, Jean Grey, and Mr. Sinister. And I don't think he's as broken, whatever word you want to use, as the other two. But I will fully admit that where he works, he's maybe better than them. And I have always thought that he's not as quite good, like we're splitting hairs here, as the other two, because I think he's easier to turn off. I think he's easier for Kabam to be like, we don't want this used here. And my whole concern about taking Ring 5 is that they'll just finally be like, no more Sinister. Like, if it's a fight that's meaningful to people, we're not letting them use him.
They're just going to post something on one of the social medias, which is just the thumbnail of your video saying, I've taken him to rank 5, and then just a poorly photoshopped image of the Kabam logo over the Scarlet Witch head saying no more mutants, because no more Sinister.
I love where you took it because I did not mean for it to be like because I took him to rank 5 they would do it. I more meant like
They were umming and ahhing about it, but it's like Vega's done it right. Screw it. It's time, everyone.
oh man. Okay. I think I've got Titania scheduled for this one, so let's just go ahead and move in. MCoC Encyclopedia, please act. I feel like every time you come on call, man, at least one per. It lets you know that people love your guides, man. It lets you know they love them.
It does. It does. I appreciate every single comment that says make more, and then I look at my big folder, the encyclopedia files, which is must be coming up on 1,000 pages of scripts, and then my heart sinks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's more happy thoughts than sad thoughts. It's just a lot of effort.
So, you know, this is interesting. And thanks for the question, K96A. And I saw someone on my Discord today, too. There's just so many champions. It's hard to keep them all. Like, how do you use them all? Obviously, you show up to my streams. I don't know how to use them all. And Mr. Sinister... oh, wait. Yeah, okay. The screen moved and I got confused. Mr. Sinister just does ridiculous damage. And when... he can elongate or pause a stun. He doesn't elongate it. A stun by holding his heavy. So anytime you're able to stun the opponent, you're able to just hold your heavy, and it pauses the stun, right? And it pauses the degen, which is the damage. And so he could just do outrageous damage while hitting the defender very few times. I mean, there's other things in there that make him that great, but I think that's it in a nutshell. Do you have anything else to add? Like, he's obviously really tanky too, because he gets crit and he heals back up.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's so much to talk about with Sinister. Like, some smart gentleman popularized the term hit minimization.
Yeah.
And in the modern meta, there are very few champions that actually do it well. Sinister being pretty much the prime example. So absolutely, he does that phenomenally. You know, 99% of the problems in this game come from either you hitting the opponent or not hitting the opponent. And in a situation where you want to not hit the opponent, Mr. Sinister is phenomenal. The damage is nutty, as we've already covered, and only gets nuttier if you have him awakened and can ramp him up. People often forget that Sinister is a ramp-up champion.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Like, if you stack 3 Cosmics and 3 Mutants on him, he can genuinely start dropping 100k special attacks on top of the ridiculous degen damage. Plus, it's degen, so who's resisting that outside of Spider-Ham, Hulk, Moondragon, and Count Nefaria? That's it. There are nodes don't interact with it hugely. He's got Purify resistance. He is basically immortal with the amount of healing you've got, unless the opponent is running Despair, but that's the own thing. He does also suffer a little bit from Inequity, but again, we're ignoring PvP because no one likes it. Oh yeah, he's also semi-immune to every single damaging debuff in the entire game because he can just throw it back on the opponent. Like, he does a couple of things, I guess. He's all right. He's all right is a fantastic summary.
So, you know what's funny is when you talked about the gentleman who I can't remember your exact words, but basically made hit minimization, came up with it, and then kind of made it known. Mm-hmm. Who were you referring to? Out of curiosity.
So it's a concept I've been playing around with for a while. Never came up with the term.
Yeah.
I know you started talking about it, but I am very upset that I can't actually remember who you got it from.
So I got it from and he's around. I hear him on Cantona's stream sometimes. Eggatron.
Mm. Oh, it's eggs. Okay. Yep.
And he did I was just curious because I was like, it's one of those things where it's like we don't watch all of everyone's videos, you know? So it's like we can't know everything that everyone is saying, sort of thing.
I do my best, but that's pushing it.
Yeah. I'm a little. I was trying to read this note. I could tell like it's time for me to eat and whatnot, but I'm enjoying hanging out. So, okay, that's gonna be bad. No, we looked through it, so that's fine.
this Max fight is it's kind of longish, but it's really not too bad.
It's the it was that Fallout node. I'll be honest. It was kind of giving me like I wasn't sure. I'm still not even sure I'm doing it right. I don't even know what's going on.
Oh, the moth to a flame.
Was that what it was?
The one that's giving you the eye symbol.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there, and I thought I was supposed to like lose 10 of them, and bad things are supposed to happen, but so far that hasn't been the case.
Find myself exactly. I don't want to give you wrong information.
It felt like it was like every time I threw a special, I was gonna lose 10 of them.
Yes, and every time you throw a special attack, you lose 10 charges, and each one of the charges you lose gives you a fury, increasing your attack by 100%. So you basically got double special attack damage. But if you get to 0, then you get degen. So just hit him and you'll be fine.
That would explain why our furies are growing so outrageously high.
Yeah, it's really... Titania needs a... This is a Titania Fury, and this is a Fury from somewhere else. They need to be separate icons, really. But that's just me being cripey.
Yeah, I asked about that sort of thing once.
I know...
I never asked about it again. What's that?
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
I know one of the Kabam employees, and I apologize, I can't remember which one, has made it their personal mission to try and get rid of a lot of icons that don't work or make sense.
Oh, really?
And they are actually doing a good job of it. There's a lot of situations where it's just like icons are overlapping, or the node is interacting with this, and that's all. It's one of those ones where no one's noticed it, but it is slowly disappearing. No,
it's funny you say that, as I actually have noticed, like, it feels like things are slowly but surely getting cleaned up. Like you're saying, like even like icons being like, I'm not even sure how to say this, but it's like, oh yeah, it's always been like this ability. So it's nice that it feels more like unified in that way, shape, or form. And it's funny because maybe it's the same issue of like a node, like a defender is giving, or an attacker, you're getting this, but it's overlapping with the same ability of the champion. And then you can't tell which cooldown is which. You don't know. And it just adds a lot of difficulty to the fight. So it's nice to know they're continuing to work on it.
The first example of where that really becomes an issue is there's the 6.3.1 Medusa.
Yeah.
The Do You Bleed Medusa. But she also has the one where you hit a block and she gains... She gains Furies from the node if you're too close to her. But those overlap with her personal Furies. Which means you can't tell how many Furies she's got, so she might auto-block you, she might not, because who knows which Furies they belong to. And that can get quite tricky.
So I'm about to either be very kind of happy, or I'm going to throw my phone and we're quitting the run. Up until about like 48 hours ago, I could not stand Gore. Like every time I've ever played him, I'm just like, he's way too rigid. I can't stand this. Why does this exist? Like, I just don't like it. And I've pulled him a couple times here, as you can see. And then I watched Cantona's video on the Ascension, and I was like, that actually seems kind of cool. So, not to put too much on one fight, but...
But everything is entirely relying on this one moment.
But everything on this, yeah. Like, I might just quit this game and become a full-time, like, Hello Kitty Island Adventure player if this goes poorly. So, here we go.
I think at least some of your audience would love that.
I should at least give him a fair shot. It's the light enders that refresh his...
Yes. Light enders for buffs, medium embers for debuffs.
And the light enders, those also refreshes his undermine, correct?
I think so.
Yeah. Let's just say
while since I've taken Gore out. Yeah, yes, it is. Yeah. Well done. Said with confidence.
Okay.
Let's take him out for a spin. He gains it off his Sig.
I should probably start getting out of the way of those.
I don't know how you put the pressure to undermine. That's me being very poor. Can I not read? does appear to be the light enders that refresh it, but it doesn't. I can't see where it says that in his kit.
I think it just gives him the Undermine because I just got it from a light ender because it did fall off.
So the Undermine gaining any shadow magic buff, which is the light ender, also grants the Undermine. There it is. Yeah. A couple of mediums, and this poor guy's going to melt away.
Oh shoot! I forgot you actually have to land the heavy. No, I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough debuffs on. What did I do wrong?
You need 20 debuffs to shoot to Special 3, but what I'd recommend is you get to Special 3 naturally, drop the Giga Special 3, and then just do a heavy and drop another one.
So I did one SB3, and it wasn't as exciting as we had hoped. This is also like a rank 2 gore.
That's fair enough. It's the more debuffs you have on the opponent, the more damage you'll do.
So what's funny is I'm actually kind of liking him in this, while it's still also pointing out what I don't like about him. Why are we healing?
Gold gains a regen buff whenever he gets hit.
Ooh, I like him a lot better all of a sudden. That could work.
He's immune to heal block as well. So you can't even shut him off that way. Makes it very fun when you're playing champions like Longshot, for example. Because you drop your Special 3, or Special 2, and then every time you hit him, incinerate. Ooh.
I'm trying to decide if I was struggling with this fight because I'm unfamiliar with Gore, and that's the first time I've ever like really played him with my better understanding on how to play him, or if he's just really rigid and it makes certain things difficult, or if it's a little bit of both.
I would say a little bit of both. He's rigid if you want to God Bomb, but if you just want to sort of mess around with him, then he's not too bad. That makes any sort of sense. Like, you can just sort of hit the opponent and stuff sort of happens.
And you need 20 of the debuffs to get the power gain?
Correct, and you only get it once per fight.
Yeah, math is not my strong suit. I could have swore I had it. So I'm wondering if I did something wrong.
Yeah, once per fight.
Yeah.
Specifically, it gives you the difference between your current power and your max power, which is why it's better to use it
when you're low.
When you're at low power, because you gain more out of it. So generally, I like to go for a bunch of light ending combos till I've got 2 of each buff, and then I'll spam heavies, spam medium, until I get Special 3, and then get as many debuffs as possible, drop Special 3. And then heavy, another Special 3. For all those times I play Gore, which isn't that many. It's one of those champions that I feel like could be more, but I'm not quite sure how to say how.
Well, I'm not in love with him, and I'm also not about to go play Hello Kitty, so...
Apologies to those 3 people in chat.
Yeah, seriously. And the community cries.
Community at large.
By making us flow a little cleaner. Yeah, like, I just ended up in weird situations that, like, due to AI... Like, not the AI, I'm not blaming the AI. Like, the animations of MCoC, like, we took hits. It was just kind of like this weird, like... But I think, what is his signature ability, dude? Does it elongate how long you have the Undermine?
Yes, and it also gives you more debuff duration, which is quite nice.
See, I think both of those things would have simplified that fight tremendously.
Yeah, like at Sig 200 or something, I think it's something like an extra 4 seconds. So actually, his Sig scales really poorly because it's only, as your screen says, so you're only getting double from. It's another 2 seconds for another 666, which seems like quite a lot.
Oh, really? Yeah, that does. What is the personal damage duration go up to? Do you know?
4.
Okay, that would be nice though. That's interesting.
You only get another 2 seconds on it. 16 seconds for the Undermine, 4 seconds for the other one.
Damn it, no Hello Kitty. I like Gore, but it feels like oftentimes the juice isn't worth the squeeze. So I kind of want to rank up an Undermine counter, and he's the only, or an Undermine champion. He's the only one that I have. So that's part of why I'm an interest in him now.
No Vox.
No Vox.
No Scream.
No Scream. I know.
Super Scroll.
No.
I
know.
There's the only 4 that get it without synergies. Deathless King Groot can get it with synergies, but that's definitely not someone on your list.
That's also not a champion that I have access to. But aside from that, you're like, oh, you should get Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is good. Oh. You should get her.
Insert Simpsons meme of Dolph. Why didn't I think of that? It's so obvious.
You know, you should try is Scarlet Witch Sizzle. You're gonna love her. She's great.
I, as a free-to-play gentleman, have a 5-star Scarlet Witch Sigil. Thank you very much.
There you go. I should have used her. All right. All right. The power shield. Is there any reason Null wouldn't work for this? Now I'm all worried. We're far enough into the run that like I don't want to lose it because of poor planning.
I don't think Null would have any issues here. Your bleeds will get mitigated by his Sig, but nah. Just make sure he doesn't auto-block you, and you'll rip his armor off very quickly. You won't have any issues, yada yada. Let's
do it. If you learn Gore more, you won't regret it. You know, I think I'm going to take him to rank 3. I think he's going to be one of those Ascension champions that I would really like to get to rank 3, and then let the Ascension do the rest of the rank up work, for the time being anyway. Because I do want an Undermine champion. I think he's obviously could be helpful to me in Battlegrounds as like a dual threat champion. And I've got him. I've already got him ascended. Like, he's good. I just, and like to your point though, Cathlis, is like if I know how to play him better, then I'm not having to concentrate on like my icons, and then all of a sudden I'm evading MODOK better. It's just one of those things where everything just flows better. Ascended, what are you using him for though, Fel? That's my thing with all of these Ascended champions. I'm like, their health got bigger, their crits got better, they do more damage, but their kits didn't change. And I think there's some that are going to like kind of push through it. And there's others. So I just think it's like, oh, cool. They just hit harder. It's not like new fights have been opened up. You can apply the buffs on blocked hits too. So that helps. That's right. I did forget about that. That's a good, that would have been a better skill play for sure. All right. Interesting.
Skillful play. We don't do that on this channel. Thank you very much, sir.
Dude, I thought it'd be timely. I don't think the video's doing very well, but whatever. I thought it'd be timely to get out a video on Null here. You know, because I chose to leave him at rank 3. Again, for just like efficiency purposes. And he's Ascension level 1. My goodness gracious. The fights he takes, like... Again, like, I don't think new fights have been opened up. But what he's doing at rank 3, Big 200, I think is the big deal. Surprised me. It really did.
I'm going to come out with a very, very rogue statement.
Please.
Basically, everyone you ask, and I hold nothing against them, will tell you that Null needs that. He needs that signature ability. And yeah. I flatly disagree.
Let's hear it.
It's my major MCoC hot take. will you get more out of him with his SIG? Sure. And the unstoppable, unblock, that was a big decapitation. The unstoppable, unblockable, etc. Really nice. I'm going to ignore that bit because you get them at SIG 1. People say you need that SIG 200. What you get is more debuffs to start the fight. So just hit them a few more times, and you just... Like, he's absolutely not a champion to use SIG stones on, because I'd rather just go medium heavy than give them 40 SIG stones.
You know what's so funny? This reminds me of this goes back years. Like 6 stars were the meta. I don't even know if 7 stars were out yet. I don't know, they weren't, because we were ranking up 6 stars. And I was playing a lot of Archangel for, I think it was for Loki. And I was like falling in love with Archangel. I don't remember how. He was like in a sale or something. I got him early and I chose to awaken him, and it was just one of those things, you know. And I was like, I think it was SIG 131. There was like a number that was like this. I think
112.
Is that, maybe that's what it was. It's like, if you can, you want to do this. And it was one of those ones where, as people are like, oh, really? Because Simula disagrees. And I was like, where did Simula, like, what? And they weren't trying to like start a fight, but the way it was presented made it sound like Simula heard me say that and was like, he's wrong. And I was like, what? And then I went and I watched the video, and Sim was basically saying SIG 1. And I watched the video. And I was like, Simula's not saying you're an idiot and a moron if you do what Vega said. What he was saying was, for the purposes of efficiency, and signature stones are often something you want to be efficient with, SIG 1 is phenomenal because you just get up one more neurotoxin and you achieve the same result. And what I was saying is at 3 neuros, you've turned it off. And at 2, you have an even greater chance of doing it. So it was worth it for me to have that certainty. And it was like, we're not really disagreeing with each other. We're just completely formatting the question differently. You know what I mean? And
yeah, absolutely.
And it's funny because, like, I would not want to rank my null without the SIG. But I think everything you said is completely accurate and true. But I didn't say he needs the high SIG. I'm saying for what I want to do. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yes. So I've seen a couple of people saying, chat, he loves the SIG for short form content, and I'm not saying you're wrong by any means.
Yeah.
If you want to shave 10 seconds off your time in BGs, and that's important to you, absolutely. If you want to take him into the Necropolis, doesn't make a difference. Like, what's 10 seconds on a 5-minute fight?
The only place where it could possibly is the... But even here, it probably doesn't. But this is getting niche. Like, I'm not trying to poke holes in what you're saying. It's more... Again, we're just formatting this differently. Is that whole replace healing with a degen?
Yep.
But I know what you're probably gonna say is like, yeah, but
it's actual corruption, isn't it?
It's when he's in corruption. But what I would say in that scenario, if a viewer came by, is I'd be like, well, you should be expecting to despair. And so if you're expecting despair, you've got so many debuffs from the armor breaks and his I can't think of what he calls his debuff at the moment. Living Abyss. Yeah. That, like, you're probably handling it anyway. So it's like, I don't know.
He is, like, arguably the best despair champion in the entire game. Arguably.
And Fell's really good with math too. He's similar to you. He's saying it's 5. He thinks it's 5 heavies worth of ramp at SIG 200.
It depends on your RNG, I suppose, because there's only a 75% chance on each hit. But I'm also just plucking numbers out of the air to make a point. Someone that's actually done the numbers, fair play to you, sir.
So this is where I'm going off of script from the planner too. No. Actually, I'm not. Yeah, Simula himself is saying Nimrod. So we're going to go with Nimrod.
Yeah, you've got While the Iron is Hot, and it's a great node, and Special Connoisseur, Nimrod should be fine. See, the funny thing about your point with Archangel is I remember having exactly the same debate with people in Salty. It must be a bajillion years ago, approximately. Yeah. Which was not... Should you take him... So, for context, at SIG 1, Archangel's neurotoxins have, I think it's about a 25% flat ability accuracy reduction. This is across like everything. It's not offensive, defense. It's just flat, and it's overpowered as all hell, which is why he's not a 7-star. At signature 112, it flips from 33.32 to 33.34, or whatever the exact. It basically goes to 33.34, which is enough that you only need 3 to shut down everything. And at signature 200, it's 14%. So it's 2.5, which means you will never get it down to 2, because you can never get it to 50%. And the argument we were having, because we were using Archangel on hazard shift nodes. So if you hit the opponent, you've got a chance to get damage over time. Obviously, Archangel shuts that off because he's Archangel. So what we were saying was actually, with him at Sig 200, when you are at 2 Neuros, at Sig 112, it's a 66% chance, which is still, 1 in 3. But at signature 200, it's 1 in 5, because it's now 40%. So we were having the debate, but at the top end of 6 stones rather than the bottom.
Yeah. And that's also like, you guys were going for War Champ, right?
Not then, but since then, yes. Same set of people. I think we were about probably mid-masters at that sort of point. Good days.
God, it feels so weird to be using Nimrod and not having to, like, this. My head is like, this is Nimrod. This fight, why isn't this fight over? And it's like, well, it's an unawakened rank
We've
one.
been in this fight for more than 3 minutes. What's going on? 30 seconds. What's going on?
I mean, all my experience up until kind of right now with Nimrod has him being at the highest signature ability and rank possible in the game.
Nimrod is on my shopping list to rank 4. I just need to get around to it.
So, dude, it felt really odd, and I think it's gonna be one of those ones where, like, there was no necessarily right answer, but there definitely, it's like kind of like this conversation where there are different. I don't know why I can't evade that SB1 at all, but whatever, I can't.
Pretend it's Red Magneto Special 2, and you'll be absolutely fine.
What was that?
Pretend it's Red Magneto Special 2, and you'll be fine.
But it's what MC.
Top tip advice right there.
I was gonna do like a who's on first thing, and I was like, no, it's ain't no that time for that right now. Is I used the Awakening Gem on Bastion, and I will admit it felt really weird. So I'm like, I could pull Bastion and literally the next crystal I open. I ain't doing that with Nimrod. But I was like, but I have Bastion at rank 3, and I use Bastion a lot. And I think his awakened ability is a big deal. And Nimrod was at rank 1, and dude, I have so many busted champions at rank 1. I just don't have that many rank up resources. So I went with Bastion, and I just think it's one of those ones where, like, there was no perfect answer because we just don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. The only way to guarantee you pull a champ out of a crystal is to use an awakening gem. After that, it's all random.
That's a good point. I do believe that's what's written in the code.
Yeah, CCP inside knowledge right there.
Actually, you know what's weird is I was watching Rich the Man this morning, and I'm like, I said that joke, and then I was like, I want to be abundantly clear that both me and MCoC Encyclopedia are kidding. No, it seems like there was some weird thing, like, not weird, and I'm not looking to totally get into this. I'll end this and we'll move on. Is me and Encyclopedia are completely kidding. Just want to make that clear.
Without question.
I think everyone knows that, but I just want to be clear. Carl, what's up, man? Falconus was insulted way back. Wow. You should try medium combos so you can build more armors before you get SB2 to do. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Fight, it's less impactful because the shocks aren't doing a huge amount of damage, because as soon as the special ends, the special connoisseur comes back online and all the shocks get dropped. It would absolutely help, don't get me wrong, but in that fight it is less important.
I have Silk down for this, and I am going off script because I didn't have who they suggested.
When were you in Salty Fell? Because I was there for a long time. Were you under the same username? It's a small world. Oh, this is an easy Tiger fight. Wombo combo's a great node.
So just evade her specials and knock her down. I've gotten very tired. And especially if I go off script, I'm just like, we've gotten so deep into this that I know the temptation to keep going will be very high.
It is. So you've got Heavy Assault, which is phenomenal for Silk, but basically beta special, and she will Tigra will consume all of your combo and gain prowess. If you knock her down, which is really easy with Silk, whilst the prowess are active, all the prowess get turned to degens. So just bait the special one, wham it, and there you go.
Wombo combo.
Wombo combo. But you were there with Scotty. Yeah, no, that is a long time ago, Phil. Were you there during the Horel era? That was a fun time. This is true deep salty lore now. I could absolutely see if Tiger was a modern boss that they'd put like a root on her specials just to really annoy you.
Yeah, that's typically what she's got now. Like, or some sort of unblockable threat.
Yeah, I can just about dex her special too, like against the wall, but it's not reliable.
Dude, some champs animations, there's no way we could like truly grade this, because I think it's also like what players like. But I very much made a mistake just there. Like, Tigra should have caught me. I dashed back too early. And so many champions would have gotten destroyed. Kind of like I did with Gore against MODOK. Like, it was my mistake. Just because of unfamiliarity with the two champions animations. And Tigra should have caught me there. But Silk is so smooth, and her dashback is just of a certain length. I didn't get caught. I wasn't even close. But I was fully prepared for Tiger to have clipped me, which is what made it stand out to me. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting to me.
Yeah, plus her evade means even if you do get special two'd, you're just going to dex it.
Yeah, that's true. That's a nice thing to have in your back pocket. All right, now we've got Bullseye. Dude, how many fights is this? But we can still go to another quest right now, right? So I don't want to complain about something that's like not legitimate complaint. I don't want to complain at all, to be honest, but I don't want to be talking about how long this quest is when it's like, you can go do other things too.
These are day quests that I would cut in half and do over 2 days. I don't mind them being long, I just do them slowly.
Yeah, we might have to do that, y'all. It's just, I see what time it is already. Holy cow. Okay.
You are over halfway, if that makes a difference. The Spider Gwen. Oh no, hang on. You might not be halfway yet, actually.
How could we not be halfway?
Oh no, sorry. So I'm getting confused. So the Spider Gwen, sorry, the Spider Witch and the Night Carnage. That was about halfway.
All right. It would have been funny if you would have been like, actually, man, I got to tell you, I think you're in the normal difficulty.
I do not think you're in the normal difficulty.
Yeah, you would have
three revives in the normal difficulty.
You would have, yeah. Someone was saying that. I think it was Charles was saying they did that. The Heimdall had me contemplating quitting. We haven't gotten there yet. All right, when the attacker lands a critical hit on the defender against a blockable charge while making the next attack unblockable. Okay.
Basically, he's going to just play him unblockable with Bullseye. Just play him like he's permanently unblockable.
Thank you. You know what? You know what would get me to stop being free to play? Is if Kabam put on notes the MCoC Encyclopedia abridged version. I would be like, I will pay for that. I will pay good money to not have to read that note and just play them unblockable. They haven't approached you with that offer, have they?
Unfortunately not. No, I do reach out and offer such things, but all my messages just go, left on red. Mike, if you're watching, come on, man.
I bet you if they made that like a perk of the sigil sales would go through the roof.
Do I have to put on my deep sexy voice to do it, or do I just have to do it in my normal voice?
I think your normal voice is the deep sexy voice. I don't understand. I didn't realize there was two.
Oh. I'll leave it alone then. Little tooltip with the owl icon, love it. I love that massive block of text for the crit me node, and then just the owl on a abridged version is just he's unblockable. It's just 2 words. That's all you need.
Think about it. They could make so much money on this, right? You could have you could have the basic set where it's just like the type, you know, like that could be for like intro level sigil, and then if you wanted to advance, you could get actual voice, and you could like get you, MCoC Encyclopedia, Simula as voices, and so you could have your choice. I think this has a lot of legs, to be honest.
Not too many legs, otherwise things start getting weird.
This is true. Again, I have to remind myself this is a rank 2 bullseye. Why didn't we evade? What did I do wrong? I did something wrong.
Don't know, I wasn't watching.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, this is an interesting fight with a lot of, because he's not actually permanently unblockable. He just gains an unblockable charge every time you crit him, and you've got to crit him a lot. And the more unblockable charge he has, the more you crit him. And so on. Yeah. You're playing a guaranteed crit champion, so all of that goes out the window, and he just pretend he's unblockable, unless you fancy like going full Quake in the corner for about 50 hits,
which we're not doing.
Precisely, because he consumes the charges whether he hits you or not, which I think is a really important thing that isn't quite spelt out in the node. And something that if you are struggling with any of these bosses, you can find in the Encyclopedia Act 7 guides. Yeah.
This is honestly, I'm sorry, I know it's a streamer, so it's be like, oh my god, this is amazing. Look at these crit and these big yellow numbers. I am having so much fun right now. But that would be like a
bullseye.
Yeah, it would just be a complete and total lie. Like, I'm honestly like, this is probably what I think Arena feels like. 3 minutes of Arena is just not really anything happening. But at least you're getting something that helps your overall performance in the game. That's truly what this quest feels like right now.
The bullseye's damage is just objectively bad, unless he's on defense, in which case the 1000% fury he comes with is it's quite potent. Like, I know some people like him, and I know some people get a lot out of him, and I know the fact because you're missing bleeds a lot in this fight, so you're actually dealing half damage. But yeah, the only place I use Bullseye and enjoy Bullseye is in the monthly EQ, where it's like crit and gain fury, and the guy slaps. The guy absolutely slaps, and that is fine. Until then, I'm good. So basically, it's the long and short MCoC story of if you give any champion 1000% fury, suddenly they're a lot better to play.
They get better than they were before. I do like him a lot better than Yelena, and I realize that there's starting to become a very vocal Yelena group out there. That like, hey, what's up, Kurt? How you doing, man? That like maybe thinks she's better, and I'm like, I don't see it at all. Like,
so don't hate, but I just took Yelena to rank 4, and I said in my rank up video, I'm not doing this entirely for defense.
Okay, yeah, apparently I missed that part because I didn't unsubscribe. I believe I'm still subscribed to you. What? I don't remember angrily thumbing anything down. Simula for the Americans, Cycling for the Europeans, Noob for everyone else. No explanation voiceover position. Sign here. I would sign that, but I want access to the full world. I want the whole globe. I want the global entry on that.
You will like choose your. It's like when you have a peloton. It's like choose your instructor.
Yeah, or like Siri. You know, you can change the voice. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so tired. I think we're gonna have to end this soon because no one wants to hear and listen to me how tired I am. Hit Monkey, I think we're gonna use I'm also going off script here. I think we're using Storm X. That felt like a really good idea to me this
There's
morning.
Something about this fight that is worth double checking the notes on, because I remember getting not roadblocks but massive slow fight against this guy, and I cannot remember what I went off. Yeah, I think I went, oh, like, this will work, and then it really didn't. Let's have to double check the nodes. Oh, you've got life. Yeah, I think I went in with damage over time champion and forgot about life cycle.
That's not gonna be good for you.
Precisely.
He's immune to shock, but I think Storm's crits will be fine.
Yeah, you'll rinse through them.
And
I mean, if you've got a... Go on.
No, this is also kind of like I don't want to go too hard on the like. Everything's to be super efficient, like super. Like I want to have fun, and I'm kind of enjoying Storm. Like maybe she's always been this good, but I feel like the buff was enough, and like I don't know. I kind of like she's starting to like work her way into a champion I really like, and I've got her ascended, so she's not rank 3, but she's like rank 2.5. You know, I just kind of like it. I don't know. What were we saying?
Can't remember. Can't have been important.
Nah, Yelena's much better. Okay, oh, that's what it was.
Oh yeah, Yelena. Yes. So I took her up, and again, don't kick me out the Illuminati for saying such heresy, but I took her up for exactly the same reason that I took up Chi Ilth.
What?
Okay. Good, you haven't kicked me out the call. So
the hook worked. You've got. I am on the hook. You could bore me for like 10 minutes now with nonsense, and I would still be like, he'll get there. I want to hear how this. I want to hear this. Like, so please.
How does this end?
Yeah.
Cast thy mind back. It is Act 8.3 or something. I can't remember. And rank 2 7 stars were like the thing, with some at rank 3, in the same way at the moment we're rank 4 with some at rank 5. And I just finished it. Or maybe it was 9 point something. Whatever. And I just was looking at my roster and going, who do I rank up? And I realised that in basically every quest where I needed a skill champion, I had used Chi. A feeling I'm sure you know well.
Yeah, I do.
And then it's like, oh, so hang on, she kind of does everything I need her to do. And that was fine. And, you know, she's got, you know, if the skill node was asking for crits, she could crit, not brilliantly, but enough. If the skill node was asking for,
it's my own damn fault. And, you know, it's fine. I was enjoying the story.
Sorry, it happens.
Yeah.
You just got caught on the dashback is like the excuse of MCoC.
It's truly like what I was saying with Silk a few seconds ago. Like,
yeah.
Silk should have gotten hit. I misplayed the dashback. But maybe her dash is longer or shorter, I don't really know, than what I was expecting. And she totally didn't get hit, and we survived. And it was just like, it's the kind of thing that is, I'd like to return to your story.
So, the year is now 2026. So yeah, hang on. So, Shield, like, if the skill node asked for crits, she could crit. If the skill node asked for debuffs, she could deal with that. If the skill node asked for her to deal with debuffs on her, she could do that. If it asked for damage over time, like, those are like the things that the skill class is asked for, right?
Yeah.
Roll around to 9.4, and I'm looking through the skill parts. And, you know, I have got my Okoye. I didn't have my Nick Fury at that point, but I've got my Okoye, like, I've got my Bullseye, I've got my Chi and so on. And just, like, every time I needed something for a skill path, it was just like, I guess I'll bring in Yelena. And every single time, she wasn't the best, but she did what I needed her to do. And she was only rank 3, and I was taking her through, you know, 9.4, so that's hardly basic content. And she was doing a really good job of it. So I graduated her to rank 4, because exactly the same reason I ranked up Shield. She did exactly what I needed her to do, when I needed her to do it. And maybe Act 10, because presumably that's on the horizon somewhere, Act 10.1 rolls around, and she's garbage for all of the things they asked the skill class to do. Well, she's going to sit in my Battlegrounds deck and be annoying, and that's fine with me.
I do think the way the Battleground decks are constructed now, where attackers are, I do think she's a better, attacker or defender than Bullseye for sure. And that was part of what was giving me pause. Here's my question though: isn't it the only way to access her utility is to have her? Oh, what am I doing, dude? Okay, it's time to go. Did you see that?
Yeah, there's a bit of stream delay. Was that just what the special 2 into air?
Yeah, but like I even like held the heavy first, like. The only way to access Yelena's utility is to have her awakened, right? And then she has to be in the in like her mode. Like, here's how I saw it: is Bullseye just can't miss, and guaranteed crits out the gate. Like, you don't have to do anything.
Nope.
But I guess Elaine, he does have to throw his SB1s to get...
The problem is that Bullseye's damage is just kind of pathetic.
It's not satisfying, that's for sure.
No. You go for a full kit combo, you see all these big yellow numbers, and you do nothing.
Yeah. That is true. And Yelena gets the evade and miss counter when she's in her elimination mode.
Correct. Yes, she needs to be in her, like, doing things mode, but that's fine. You know, most champions have it. I need to be in my doing things mode.
Why won't he die?
Life cycle.
Oh yeah. What am I doing, dude? It's time to go. Or just do arena. Maybe we should just do arena for a little bit.
I mean, I'll probably have to drop off in about 5 or 10 minutes, so
yeah, we'll go.
It lines up with myself, but you don't have to leave because I'm telling you to. Sure.
Why are you telling me to leave my own stream? Is this your channel now? Is that what you're like? I got my channel and your channel.
This is my channel now.
Yeah. I just want this fight to be over. Alright, which I think we've accomplished here.
Stormex actually has that wonderful passive stun replacement ability, which is very helpful on there.
Oh my god. Just die.
Lovely gentleman. Ugh. There we go.
It's funny, right? Because, like, I'm just starting to really like her. And so I'm like, oh, this fight's funny. We died. Haha. I'll come back in and use the glance thing. Like, it's just, I don't know, whatever. It's time to stop this, though. Where are we in this mess of a quest?
I'd say about 2/3, give or take.
Yeah, we got Gilly 29, America Chavez, Hulk. Dude, we're actually really close to being done. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights left.
I think that lines up. Really, is it that few?
I can't. I just can't.
Is you going to do the part, because there's a part 2 to this as well. This is the 7.1 and 2 one, but there's also the 7.3 and 4 one. So you could always do half of that with the rest of this next time, and then finish that off as a third one.
Yeah, that's a good call. Wait, there's a 7 point what? There's a 7.2, right? Like there's the other path I did not take. And I thought that was it for the Act 7 Crucible, no?
You're in the 7.2, so there's 2 paths, a 7.1 and a 7.2 path, and 7.3 and a 7.4 path.
There is?
Yeah, so Crit Monkey that you've just fought is in 7.3.4 or something.
Oh. Okay. We're formatting this differently. How do I? It doesn't matter. I understand what you're saying. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool.
I think that's it, man. Actually, I should have more Twitch drops. I've had a noob up this whole time on my phone. What? No, I should definitely have. Are you don't stream on Twitch, do you?
I do not.
Is that just not something you're interested in doing?
I haven't worked out how to do it. I don't want to drag people away from my YouTube channel to deflate the numbers there, and I'm not sure my internet could handle double streaming.
Okay, those are all like really good reasons.
By themselves would be enough, but unfortunately I got hit with the triple whammy. I've
wondered too about the diverting audience, and I'm not looking to have this conversation, but I'm just talking with you. Is not being in the CCP, my audience was diverted anyways, whether I did it or not, and so it was like, might as well come over. I didn't know that at the time, obviously. It has actually, a lot of new people have come and found this channel and seem to enjoy it. So I don't know. But the diverting audience thing is, if I wasn't planning to do what I'm continuing to plan to do and it continues to go well, I think I would have stopped with Twitch for that exact reason, was the diverting audience thing. Yeah. All right, y'all. I think I'm going to call this stream. I really appreciate it. So many people stopped by. We had a lot of fun. It was a fun way to end the week here. I believe I can enter another quest. Let me confirm if I can enter another quest. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, they made. I don't know if that was a change or if that's just how they set it up originally, but I think there was recognition that it's just a really, really long quest, and so it'd be better to let people enter other quests while they were in there. So I think as a result, if I make progress in it, it'll just be to like kind of make progress. Otherwise, we'll get back on this on Monday and move through. It's pretty good. Thank you very much, Rudra. That was very kind of you, man. Hey, Gucci, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Thanks. We're finishing up here, bud. Yeah, Kate, I think I'm just not. We've had the discussion stuff, and there's no benefit to, but thank you. That's very kind of you. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. Thank you very much, Ozfan, other people who came in with subscribes and follows. There are 71 of you, and I know drops are new and on. So let's go ahead and make sure we raid someone. I think we'll just raid Noob. That we can get the CCP drops and everything all at once. Is he? Yeah, he's still going. I remember him saying he was going to go for like 6 or 7 hours. So let's go ahead and raid him. Please tell him I said hello. And yeah, we'll catch y'all on Monday. We'll be back. We'll probably do more Crucible and progress the count and have a lot of fun. 6 or 7. I know. I've become aware now of how much I say 6 or 7. It's just a thing, man. It's like it was always destined to be. Have a great one, everyone. Have a great, great weekend. We'll catch you all on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That's how tired I am. I'm not even like.
It's absolutely fine.
No, I can tell you're angry. You hate me now. It's just.